from the basement of Geek Public Network and the bowels of the internet. It's Friday night. You know what that means? It's the ManCave. And your hosts, Pat, Bill, and Hump. Well, we got part of that right.
I was going to say, well, we got one of it right. I'm here. I'm alone in the DJ booth, except for the producer.
And I say, hey, I'm here. I'm always here. I live here.
Every time I say that, I keep thinking of Necessary Roughness. He's like, I'm all alone in the DJ booth up here. Nobody else wanted to do this game. That's what I'm feeling right now. Nobody else wanted to do the man cave. I'm alone on this side of the table. I'm drinking the Mickey's, though.
What does that say? I know my last one said, nice box.
Just throw it. Throw it at me. Son of a bitch. Okay.
I know my last one said nice box.
So we're drinking Mickey's, and anybody that's ever drank a Mickey's before, there's always a pictogram. That looks bad. The letter Y, the word the what the hell is that?
Right?
I can't read it because it's under the damn rubber flap thing now, because they put those in there.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I had one, the very first one I opened up, it looked like it had the N with the ice. And I couldn't tell what the other picture was. And it almost looked like a cat's head. And that made me go, I don't think that's the picture. And then my next one said nice box. And I was like, well, okay, wait a minute. That could have been the picture.
it could have been, because you never know it's a Mickey's. And, okay, they must glue the whole thing in now. So
it looks like an equal sign with the bottom side longer.
No, it's words, and I can't read them. But then it's a bald-headed guy. Why the blank face? Why the something?
Why the long face?
No, because it's
because it points to it's the longer bar.
Oh, there. That's what it is. Okay, why the long face? There we go. Nice catch.
Ninja, not really.
But no, it's Mickey's is a good fine malt liquor. It's an Irish beer brew bullshit. It's made in America.
America.
But oh dear God,
What did yours say?
the letter M. Looks like a tidal wave, spatula, screw, and racket.
Let me see that. I gotta see this.
Maybe it's a screw, dude. I don't know. Here, ready?
Yeah. M wave.
Spatula, screw.
Paintbrush, maybe?
Maybe. Could be. Like I said, you can't see them anymore because they got the damn rubber thing on them. Which was half the funds of the Mickeys. I'm about ready to call my wife the pictogram person in here and have her decipher.
Decipher my Mickeys. So, weren't on the air last week.
Yeah. Went on vacation. Took the family and I and Bill's family and him and Hump's family and him and the Hills, but we won't talk about him because he's on another show. But we all rented one of those big-ass cabins down in Tennessee. And I think Libby talked about this on her show on Wednesday night, but when they say drive slow,
yeah,
and
they mean it,
and it says 90-degree turn, I'm pretty sure when you make that 90-degree turn, you're staring at your own trunk. And we didn't get up there because I wasn't allowed to leave until I got off at 12. Picked the car up at 12:30. Mm-hmm. Got back at 1:30, and then we took off. So we didn't get down to Tennessee until like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Right.
And then...
Well, it hadn't gotten dark yet, though. Had it?
Oh, yeah.
At 7 o'clock already?
8 o'clock. Well, we didn't get, like I said, 8:30.
Oh, okay.
So it was dark in the hills, and we went up the mountain and drove and everything, and I rented a car because, our car could have made it, but I'm glad I didn't because that put a lot of stress on that motor.
Well, no, and that's the one thing that you got to worry about with going up and down mountains.
Yeah.
Is not just the stress on the motor, but also the brakes and...
Well, the brakes, you don't use the brakes going up. I mean... But
the very first time I went through the Appalachians in West Virginia, I came up over the mountain, came down... Brand new brake job, came down, completely shot. I was squealing, pads were gone.
Oh yeah,
grounded. And that was just coming down out of the mountains.
Damn, what are you stripping?
I thought we were gonna be outside, so.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah, he's naked.
I can't ever take this thing off without.
Damn, look at that. I don't have $1. I got a 5. No, I don't have a 5 either. I got a 10.
He's like, I like this. Keep going up.
But
I got truck payments.
but no, so I mean, we got up there, and when the GPS lady lied to us.
Well, they do
It
that.
says you have arrived at your destination. No, it's another 90 degrees up the damn road and everything. And we got there, and the cabin was beautiful, man. I mean, it was. I'm pretty sure you could have heard a mouse fart from across the room. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was immaculate. All
so,
the kids,
like those of us who would like really hard like to get to sleep with hearing everything.
No, because we had enough alcohol that you would pass out. So I mean, it was okay. But
no, I just end up miserable. Like I'm drunk and I can't go to sleep.
But I mean, all the kids were downstairs, and the game rooms and everything were downstairs. Mm-hmm. And then there was the middle floor, which is where Bill and his wife slept, and then Woody slept across the hall from them. And then there was a living room, TV room, or kitchen, dining room, whatever. And then up like a little, I don't know, 3 or 4 steps up was 2 more bedrooms.
Nice.
They said it could sleep 26, and I'm trying to figure that out.
On top of each other?
Well, no, because downstairs there was the bunk room that had 2, 4, 6 bunk beds in it. Mm-hmm. Well, 3 bunk beds with 6 beds.
Right.
And then across from that, they had 2 full size in a bedroom. So we were thinking that if you put 2 per bed, that gets to like 17 or something. We're like,
well, then all the couches.
oh, that's right.
The
Couches would fold out into a bed.
Yeah, they always count the couches as
I forgot how.
Yeah, so I think pretty much everywhere where there was a couch, it pulled out.
And then there was 2. 2 per bed, so that would be 26. Okay, yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm. Unless somebody was sleeping in the hot tub, which could be. I mean,
well, you drink enough and you...
Somebody out on the picnic table.
Yeah, somebody out on the front porch,
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know, but if it's like 70 degrees at night, I'll sleep on the front porch. As long as I'm not getting eaten up by bugs, I will sleep outside.
What was it, Woody? When Friday
there was no mosquitoes.
There was no mosquitoes.
The only thing I got bit by were these real little tiny bugs. Saturday night, I got bit a couple times.
I don't know. I checked out.
He passed out.
I did. I mean, you guys, Woody, by like 7:30, I was on the couch going. Because well, I mean, we were from the time we got up, we ate. What?
No.
Oh, he can't hear. He's deaf. What?
I don't know if you hear me, but I can't hear anything.
I can hear you. Of course, I can hear you without the headphones. So that's. But
yeah, you're good.
You can ask Woody. He can't hear himself. But you can ask Woody from the time we got up. We ate breakfast, and then it was go time.
But the mornings were relaxed. It's not like we got up and bam, bam, bam.
Right. I mean, like you said, people woke up, and for some god-awful reason, I kept waking up at like 3 a.m.
Well, because that's normal wake-up time.
Yeah, normal wake-up time for me. But, so I would go back to bed, then I'd wake up at 5, and I'm like, I'm not doing this again. But we would eat and chill out, and then people would decide what they wanted to do. Like Friday, we all stuck together as a group. And there's the sexy bitch. But we would all hang out as a group on Friday, and it was, what was it that day, 90 degrees?
Yeah. Thursday was pretty warm, but of course I was traveling.
Right.
Friday, it got up in the 90s. It was pretty warm Friday.
It was warm.
Although I thought it was warmer on Saturday, but Friday there was a good breeze.
Right.
So it didn't feel that bad.
Saturday there was no breeze.
Saturday was cooler, but no breeze, so it felt warmer than
And that
Friday.
was the big drinking day. I mean, there was a little drinking before that, with Bill's supply that he brought, that he bootlegged into Tennessee.
Friday night was a pretty good drink.
But, Friday night, yeah.
I wanted to give you this.
Oh, nice. No, I'll just leave it at that.
I got something for her the next time I see her.
But, I mean, it was go time. And then when we got home, they cooked on the grill or whatever, or we ate out. I don't remember what the hell we did, but everybody ate, chilled out, played some games, and then everybody crashed out when they got tired. Me, unfortunately, I worked Thursday morning, so I was up at 3 a.m. and constantly on the go. So when we got in, it was like, hey, this is cool, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then, so that's... But, I mean, Tennessee was... He's breaking shit. Oh, you got used to the...
Yeah, I dropped that stuff. Like,
But,
as soon as anybody starts grabbing for headphones around that mic, I immediately kill the mic.
But then
Yeah, don't blame you.
Saturday, every family members did, hey, we have the child and the grandbaby. And the daddy guy.
And the daddy guy.
Baby daddy.
Baby's daddy. But Saturday, everybody kind of did their own thing. And, my family went to the Titanic Museum. That was cool. Bill and Woody and Brian went and shot shit up.
Shot an MP5.
Yeah, nothing like
Nice.
letting an MP5 loose. Woo!
Those are one of my favorites.
Let her eat.
I've only ever fired it once, but it was my favorite.
Well,
then-
it was very controllable. I mean, they've got a little bit of weight to them, so I mean, they're not real light.
Right,
so,
you're not going.
No, it was
Yeah, it's
easy
not
to
straight
hold
up.
it on target.
And that's 9 millimeter, right?
Yeah, 9
Okay, yeah,
millimeter.
okay.
They have basically the same thing in 40 cal. It's got a different name, but it's basically the same
That's
thing.
yeah, UMP.
UMP 40.
Yeah.
Hump's hooked
Oh, yeah.
because he bought another box of ammo. He wanted to shoot it again.
Now, when you rent that, does somebody from the place you rented at stand behind you?
Yeah, there's somebody there watching that.
So you can't just walk away and go, hey, there's your gun back. That's not ours.
Nope.
That's a plastic BB gun, you
No,
bastards.
it was a very nice range, very clean. The inside of it was nice to look at. I mean, they had like a little, kind of like a kitchen backwash, that stone, real little stone
Did
tile.
you go to the place that we were at when you were looking?
Bud's Gun Shop?
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
I mean, it was an awesome
That
gun
was
shop.
beautiful in there.
I'd tell you what, though, after loading that 9mm magazine with that speed loader,
Yeah.
Woody and I both went and bought one.
Is that the $30 one where you just pick the rounds up and then put it in the thing and then pick the rounds up?
Yep.
You
Yeah.
Just push them right in.
basically don't even touch the round itself?
Yeah, you just slide
You
them
don't-
right
no, you
over the
don't
back
have to.
end.
Right.
No,
and then you-
no fingerprints.
Oh, yeah.
Glad
No,
somebody's
but I mean,
thinking,
You could load a 30-round mag in
oh, hell, it was...
15, 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was nothing.
That's
You
nice.
slide them, yeah, you just literally slide them over.
You take your box of 50, you got a row of 10, you slide it across that, pick it up, put the little thing on top, stick on the mag,
Push it
push it
down.
down.
And it's got like
Do
a
it
little
again.
plunger that slides in
Score.
there. Like, click.
Okay.
Okay.
But, yeah, we'll come back to that because that's a really good topic. But we got to pay the bills again.
Pay the bill.
You know,
Pay the bill.
Topher's got us on this 15
I got my
minute
wallet
cycle.
out. Everybody pitch in.
Okay. And then
I ain't gonna say no.
we'll be back and we'll
No,
talk
I'm
more
the
about-
bill. Everybody pitch into my wallet.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
But we'll be back. We're going to pay some bills, not Bill.
Pay
And
bills.
we'll get back to that little gun story. So we'll see you in a few.
All right. You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
Oh, man. Heck yeah, you just got back just in time. No,
And we're back. I think.
what
Yes.
were we talking about?
The
Chicken.
MP5s.
Yeah, that MP5 was pretty sweet. But those loaders were way cool.
So, but you were
And-
saying basically that you take a row of 10
Yeah.
and it's got a little plunger on the bottom of it.
I think
Well,
it'll
the
hold like
plungers-
15
Okay,
Yeah.
millimeter.
Yeah, but we were doing it 10 because it was a 30-round mag. So you'd be like, okay, 10, 20, 30.
And it's not hard. You just stick it on there and just shove
Yeah,
it
yeah,
down.
it just slides right over the...
There's a couple sets of grooves, so you got like a 9mm size, and then you got like a 308 size.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, which the 308 size will do like a 45.
It does several different
Yeah.
calibers.
So to have the speed loader, you either got to buy the 9 or the 45 or the 40.
Well,
They don't-
they had different pistol ones, but I think they were multi-cal too, but they were
Yeah.
more for pistol to fit on the pistol mag.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it just slides over the pistol mag and then it just slides
It
down?
just kind of cradles it, so enough. There's like a stop, so
Yeah,
Cradle. Cups it.
but
It
once you put it
cups
on there, and then that's when you push down on the rod to
Yeah, it's got like a plunger.
fill
Boy,
it
that's
up.
just dirty.
You
all
push
the way
on the rod
around.
to fill it up,
You cradle it, and then you push on the rod to
And you
fill it
cram
up.
it in there.
and you just cram it in there.
Do you spit on it? Because I heard if you just spit on it, it's good.
Right, right.
Well, what we did learn, spit is an acceptable lube.
Yeah, spit is an acceptable lube.
And somebody's phone's going off in 3, 2. No, we got to count a minute, then go 3,
Yeah,
2,
yeah.
1.
Yeah, it'd probably be my phone.
You'd be surprised I might get a not funny.
No, actually,
Totally is.
like,
She said it. It's not her fault.
yeah, like, yeah, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. That was fun. You know, I haven't been down there since the '80s.
No, I did notice that Libby and I were talking about this Saturday night on the way back to the cabin because we did the Gatlinburg thing. Went to the couple shops that we wanted to and met
Like
an
the
old
island?
friend. We went to the old
Oh,
saw an
yeah,
old friend.
I saw Bill.
Saw Bill and Ann, and I teased Ann. I asked her how their Steelers were doing, and she told me to fuck off.
Well,
But then she fired
as
back.
you
And she's
do.
like, "Well, how are your Cowboys?" I was like, "About the same as your Steelers, so it's okay." But we didn't tie the Browns, so we're a little higher. But no, so we saw them, and then we ran into you guys again, and then we were going to go to. It's called the NASCAR Speed Park.
I saw a funny music video. It was Afro Man, because I guess he's a Cleveland Browns fan.
Yeah.
And he actually, you remember the song "Because I Got High"? Mm-hmm. He actually redid the lyrics to that and it says "Because we're tied, because we got tied, because we are tied."
Oh, that's funny.
Oh yeah, it was hilarious. I'm just like, oh my god!
Because we got tied. Because we got tied. Because we got tied.
Oh, by the way, Chris, you have the laziest guard dog in history.
He just sits on the chair and barks.
Yeah, he sits on the chair and barks, doesn't even know who's out there until you finally come in. Oh, hey.
But he barked. So
But he barked.
he barked.
Right?
He could have just let you in and go, "Yeah, okay."
Hey, here's where the fine china's at.
Well, it's just kind of a regular dog bark. He doesn't really have a mean bark.
No, he's just like, hey.
I bet
Hey.
you if you walked
Woof,
in here in the
woof.
middle of the night
Woof, woof, woof.
with a mask on trying to do something to his mom or his dad, he'd probably go nuts.
Yeah,
Right.
that'd be the-
Until he smelled you and it's like, "Wait, I know you.
right. Oh, yeah. Hey.
This is
But,
one of those games, right?"
Yeah, we hit up like a couple of distilleries down there. We
But
hit
you guys
up,
went to Sugarland, right?
Sugarlands, and
Yeah.
they let you taste more moonshines there than Old Smoky.
Yeah, there's
did.
like 12 of them there.
Because Old Smoky, you get, what, 7?
7 or 8, something like that.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, because I got 5 because 3 of them had cinnamon in them, and I couldn't, no.
yeah,
Check, please.
and then Sugarland they had 12, but they gave like they snuck in a 13th one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now, is it still the same
they-
thing? $5 to do the tasting, and then
Yep.
you get the coupon?
Yep.
And you get it back if you buy
Yeah,
some.
yeah.
Right.
So I probably spent way too much money on moonshine. However, a lot of it's going to go towards like Christmas presents.
Yeah,
and things
Christmas
like
is
that.
done in certain things, so.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and you know, my wife spent a bunch of money in the sports memorabilia shop, but
That's my fault, I'm sorry.
no. Listen, it's okay because you know now we have Christmas done for a couple more people.
So you bought your father-in-law some cowboy stuff, right?
Yeah, sure we did. That'd go over like
I'm
a
sending him a cowboy scarf, I swear to God. And I'm waiting for the one day that he has to use it.
So, and then-
One day.
And then, no, like, it was just like, I mean, honestly, I didn't really buy myself a lot of stuff. I bought a couple of pocket knives. Oh, that Smoky Mountain Knife Works store.
Oh, dear God. in heaven.
It was like, what, 3 stories?
More than that, probably. I think it was like 3.5. Because you had the basement, then you had the floor.
They had like a slightly raised level in the center.
Yeah. And then you go up to the upstairs one, which still, I mean,
I
you
didn't
could spend
even
a
make-
day in there.
Like I say, I didn't even make it all the way upstairs.
You could spend a day in there. They had
You
cooking
could.
stuff. They had guns. They had knives. They had
Swords.
rocks.
I
They
don't
had
think any of
practice-
us knew they had guns till we saw the sign on the
Right,
way over there.
right.
right.
And then, like, I was surprised
Camping
that,
stuff. They
like,
had camping stuff.
like back, because they had that, like, the sword area, and they had, like, cosplay swords.
Yeah.
Like,
The foam rubber. Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh, the hell, I didn't know they carried this stuff.
But they had a Civil War area for. They had all antiques. stuff in there, and it was like, if you buy the antiques, you have to buy for them down there because it was a totally separate entity from the Smoky Mountain.
The relics.
Yeah, the relics room, and it was. You talking about a sorrowful place, man? If you're an empath, don't go into that area.
Oh, I bet.
Towards the middle, in the upstairs in the raised section in the middle, they had it was somebody's collection of case knives.
Case knives, yeah.
So these were all like at least 30 years old or more case knives.
Nice.
And they had some really good deals on knives, man. They had, oh God, what was it? They had a buck knife for like $19.99.
Yeah. I bought the two, and I got the 2-pack of the Kershaws for $22.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap for a Kershaw.
I
Right.
mean, then they had some, they had some knives that were like, $300 and $500. It's like, Brian showed me one. He's like, here you go, buy Libby 2 of those. I was like, oh yeah, how much is that? $1,000 knife. It's like, no.
Yeah.
But
I bought a Cold Steel Recon Tano for $40. It's normally like $65-$70.
Nice.
And they had a section that Shelby found, and she's like, hey Pat, look at this, and I was like, what? It was Alabama knives. It was all Alabama Crimson Tide. One of them had all the championships on it.
Did they all have more than like one tooth?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
And then they had Tennessee, and then they had Auburn, and it was pretty cool. If you're into that.
You figure that it's the Smoky Mountain Knife Works in Pigeon Forge,
Tennessee,
right by Knoxville.
Right
by Knoxville.
You'd figure they'd have some,
joke knives.
Yeah,
I would have totally put a sawtooth on the back of it, but only have one tooth.
Well, no, saying they'd have some volunteers knives.
I'll just get the joke out of the way. You know why the toothbrush was not invented in Alabama, right?
Because it'd be called the teeth brush.
Well,
the toothbrush, but that's what I'm sorry, I said it wrong.
That's all right.
If you could tell that the toothbrush was invented in Alabama, because if not, it would be called the teeth brush instead of the toothbrush.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Blue.
A good time was had. And
by all. I don't think anybody had a bad time.
The cabin.
I did.
I don't know, but
I did screw up on the final day. When everybody was packing, we grabbed everything stuff, and Libby made the bed because she wanted it to look nice, when they came in and did the inspection at the end of the day. We left our pillows. Our $100 pillows, so we left $200 worth of pillows at the damn room.
Did you get a hold of them?
I don't know. Libby's been trying.
Okay.
But, I think it's a lost cause by now.
Okay, so $100 pillow.
They are therapeutic pillows, and they're scented with
lavender.
Bamboo.
Lavender. And once you get used to them, you don't need another pillow. And the lavender, man, it's like the guy told you, he goes, when you buy these, he goes, you don't want to take them out of the plastic wrap automatically. Because when you did, it's lavender,
Right.
Leave it outside for a few hours.
He goes, so what you want to do, he goes, you want to open the plastic thing, put a pillowcase over it, sleep on that for a night. That way you still get the lavender scent. And he goes, then by the end of the week, you can take the plastic wrap off and just sleep with it normally.
Yeah.
Well, I must have missed that part. So when I got home, I ripped that thing off, put it on there, laid my head on there. I was like, boy, this is... Jesus God, my eyes were watering. Libby's like, he told you. And I was like, I wasn't listening.
I'm a guy.
Death by lavender.
What part of our relationship ever made you think that I would listen?
I mean, literally, you could walk in the bedroom and go, whoa, who got a lavender pill or a candle lit?
Right.
But boy, you sleep good.
So, is it just like a normal pillow, or it's got different fill?
It's got a different fill, and it's got,
like real stiff, or does it actually...
It's a firm. Yeah, you could buy different settings, but we bought firm because we like... And it's made to where your head sits on a hump, it goes right under your neck, and your head sits back. It's the perfect alignment for
For somebody
sleeps on their back. And man, I'll tell you, once you get used to it, like, because it's firm and it's lavender, so you got to get used to the lavender smell. You're out. I didn't snore for probably the first month that I had it, and then my body got used to it. And Libby's like, "Put your damn mask on." or I'm going to smother you in lavender, you know, because you're out.
It.
I mean, I slept so solid, and then Libby now can't sleep real well because she got used to the pillow.
Right.
And so we went and bought some cheap, firm, quote-unquote, firm pillows from Walmart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the same. So I'm going to have to cash out $200 again for the damn lavender pillows. Which, you know, it's worth it. If you value your sleep, oh yeah, I'll buy them again.
Yeah. I bought one of those My Pillows, and it's okay. I mean, Is
it worth really 10 years of... what did he say? He worked on it for 10 years?
I don't think it'll last 10 years, honestly. I mean, it's an okay pillow, but, you know, it's like everything else. You know, it compresses over time.
Right. Well, they say that you can throw them in the dryer, and they puff back up.
Yeah, I've washed it, and it was a little bit better after that, but still.
Awesome.
It's a pillow.
It's a pillow. But, I mean, I thought about it the first time because I was like, he's like, now these pillows here, blah, 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 it's $100. And I was like, and he's like, wait. I mean, it comes with a money-back guarantee, everything. He goes, give it 30 days. If you don't like it, we'll buy it back. That says a lot right there. That they're going to allow you to take it home, sleep on it, not knowing how clean or dirty you are, and then take it back if you don't like it.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but boy, I'll tell you what, 15 days, I was like, you're not moving my pillow. And then Bobby on the weekends, he would always want to come in and crash in our room because, you know, his room is too bright and our room is pitch black and everything. And he was like, get off my pillow. But it's comfortable. Get off my pillow. My pillow. My pillow.
Right.
I paid $100 for that thing. You get your ass off it.
Right.
Get off my pillow before you find it stuffed up.
But,
I didn't say that a lot.
no, you stopped yourself.
Okay.
But, you know, we left him up there, so I was like, damn it. Because we unpacked the car, and Libby's like, hey, babe, where's our pillows? And I'm like, they're in the... oh, shit.
Son of
Because immediately your brain goes, you didn't grab them.
I don't know where the aw shit is.
Right.
Because we were in such a hurry to get into the car and just get the way home.
Yeah.
You know, because we had a cat to find, and then, you know, because, you know, the cat picked the lock, opened the door, and let herself out.
Any luck on that?
Yeah, we found her that night.
Good.
Because we put a post on Facebook. Kylie put a post on Facebook because she was watching the animals. Kylie felt terrible. You know, it's not her fault. You turn your back for a minute, she's a ninja. That cat's gone. But put a big thing on Facebook, and it was like, and people were like, "Hey, the cats always end up at my house anyway. So if we see her cat, we'll let you know." I was like, "Well, that's cool." You know, and then somebody had posted because we got home about 7:30. No, about 7 really, and then started looking for about an hour, and then we was like, "We're not going to find a cat at night. That cat's bedded down," or we thought the worst. You know, the coyotes got her. And then somebody had posted
Playing with Bigfoot.
Yeah, somebody had posted about 15 minutes after we stopped looking. Hey, I saw a cat that matched that description behind the church in the alley. Well, we live next door to the church, so I was like, that cat's right there somewhere. Because if she's staying around for a day. So Libby went out and walked the street behind the church and walked in the alley, and I put my shoes on, and I came out behind her, you know, and I had my phone on the light on my phone on, the flashlight app.
Right.
And as I was passing the air conditioning unit for the church, it's up on cinder blocks. And I brought my phone across it, and I saw two eyes. I was like, well, it's a cat or a possum or a raccoon. You know, so I got down and looked, and when I shined it directly at it, it didn't move. Possums are usually skittish, they'll move, or raccoons will move. Or a rabbit will jump out of the way and say, fuck this, there's somebody looking at me, you know.
Yeah.
She didn't move. So I was like, okay, well, here I go. I'm either going to get my face mauled or whatever. And I got down there and I looked at her, and it was Echo. She was staring right at me. But her eyes were like, 50-cent pieces. That cat was petrified.
Right. It's so weird.
I went back in.
So it's like, I was like trying to coax her out because I just didn't want to reach in there and grab the cat. Because the terrified cat's going to maul the hell out of whatever it touches.
I can tell you what happens.
Get the welder's glove.
So I had
exactly welding gloves.
I had the light on her, so I was like, "Echo, come here, baby." Trying to. She knew my voice and everything, and she didn't meow. She did nothing. She was just staring at me. So I was like, well, I'm probably blinding her because I've got the light right there in her face, you know.
Right.
And I was like, wait a minute.
What did you do Tuesday of the...
Right. So I turned the light on me, you know, and I'm like, Echo, baby, come here. And then she meowed. So I was like, okay, now she can see it's me. I was like, come here, baby. You know, patting the ground and everything. So finally she come around. Was that 1 minute?
Already?
So she finally come around, and I grabbed her, and she was meowing and purring. Or she wasn't purring or anything. She was just meowing and everything. It's like... Then I told Libby, I was like, look who I found, you know, and she come flying by and stole the cat from me. But now the cat's trying to get back out again. So, but we got to pay the bills again.
Yeah, gotta pay the bill.
Damn bills. Damn it, Bill.
I'm sorry.
Bill's expensive.
Right.
I am expensive.
But we'll be back, and we'll get off the cat story, and we'll talk more about our trip to Gatlinburg and whatever else we want to talk about. And I think we have some beer to try.
Yes.
And we'll be
No,
back.
we're actually trying. Well, we'll talk about it when we get
Right.
back.
Yeah.
So we'll be back.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
So I am.
You know, one of these
smelling
days we're
like
gonna
a
have to
rose
record
that
ourselves.
Somebody gave me on my birthday deathbed.
Off the air. The off-air conversations of the Man Cave.
No, because that would end up with us getting picketed.
Not all the time, because I'm usually out of the room. So, I mean...
The Man Cave, too hot for radio.
When it's too hot for internet radio, there's a problem.
Yeah.
That's when
Actually-
we go to Sirius.
Because what? I mean, on the internet radio, you can say shit, you can say damn, and if you really get pissed, you can say F, you can say fuck. But when the stuff that we talk about off the air, sometimes people are going, what the hell?
It's not a matter of cursing. It's just
The topics.
The topics of
Because we'll go from, like, you know, skinning a deer with your teeth to the movie Mr. Mom. You know, it's like, what the hell?
That's funny because I was thinking about wearing your head like a deer, skinning you like a deer.
What was it Brian said for a while when a Con Air come out? He had to keep playing the same. This one time, through 3 states, I wore a lady's head as a hat.
No, actually, right now
her name was Bambi.
Bambi.
That's funny.
I was thinking about skinning you like a deer. She just laughed.
Boom, chicka, boom.
The lap dance is so much
Oh,
better
no, we're playing
when
it.
the strippers
Oh, yeah, we gotta play it. Now
cry.
you brought it up.
We're going to play it.
It's like, damn you, Bill. Why do you have to have that?
I have it.
Why do you have to have that crazy jukebox in your head when somebody says something?
It kicks
Lyrics
into...
pop out.
See, it's like when we talk a topic, it's like going up to Bill's head going A1
Right.
or C13.
shuffle.
Crap.
Bill's like, damn you!
No, see, when you say
gonna be here all
C13, I think of Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Yep. Oh, God, I haven't heard that in forever.
All the girls say I'm pretty fly
For a rabbi.
Dun.
I'm pretty fly for a rabbi.
It said C13. It's like I asked for a 13, but it drew a 31.
Yeah, buddy.
And that's part of the life in my head.
The funny part about the video they made for that is the guy that was supposed to be in was that Seth.
Myers?
Rogan?
No, Seth Green.
Seth Green.
Green, yeah.
He was
yeah.
supposed to be the guy in that video, and they actually found somebody nerdier than him
Right.
Nice.
to do it, because that's what he would say. They found somebody nerdier than me to do this video.
That's
And
funny.
he was. I mean, he was. The guy pulled it off. I was like, there you go.
Actually, right now we're drinking a product of the
Home
Maddox,
concoction.
the Maddox Family Winery.
Yeah, you need a name for your because you're not so much a winery. You make a few different things.
Well, have you heard his house on Friday nights? But why can't I drink it? Sorry, Heather.
No, she's
3, 2,
Maddox
1.
Homebrew.
No, we gotta think. That's a good idea, man. It's instead, you already got the Maddox Family Farm shirts.
It's
Right.
all about branding, Bill.
Yes,
Well,
yes, you have to
Well,
brand.
earlier on Facebook, I posted, if anybody's Christmas shopping for me, my size is 80 by 120 pole barn.
Right.
Right? And Rick, I met him at one of the wife's bestie. He was basically officiated her wedding, right? And we got to talking. Come to find out, he works as one of the yellow shirt safety guys at IMS. Right? So we got to talking about like all the different cars and all the stuff that's coming. He's like, if you think that's exciting, we got more stuff coming to the Motor Speedway. And we got, talking about that. So I knew him from somewhere else. And come to find out, he helped out one of the local bands, FM90, I think what it was.
Yep.
He like
Pre or
helped them.
post Danny?
Huh?
Pre or post Danny?
Probably during.
During.
Oh yeah, during or what I meant was, like,
during.
Danny or
Yeah,
the new
yeah.
guy.
Yeah. So
The new guy. You're not important enough to
He's
remember
like,
your name.
that'd be awesome for a winery. I'm like, well, if I'm going to have a winery, it'd be a loft. Because, like, you could have, like, the loft winery overlooking all of my half-finished projects.
Hey,
I
there
am
you
a
go.
Maddox.
Right there. Half-finished winery.
Half-finished. There you go.
Or half-finished brew house. Or half-finished. Half-baked. No, that's something totally different.
Yeah, but if it ever came to the point where you're going to sell stuff, I don't know if people really want to buy something
From half
half
finished.
No,
Finished.
see, that's what it is. They're going to buy it just because they want to taste it.
Right.
And then once they taste it, they're hooked. Have you tasted this? It's
The
half
first-
finished. What,
It's
wait,
the
what?
cocaine. It's the cocaine.
Yeah.
Shh, we don't tell them it's like Coke, man.
All right, here you go. PD Winery,
PD.
Panty Dropper.
Panty dropper. Oh, hey. That'd be all
PD
right.
International.
PD International.
Because we're worldwide.
PD Liquors.
Worldwide.
Oh, there you go. PD Liquors.
Nice. That'd be
See,
awesome.
it's all about branding, Bill.
We
Now-
could do PD
now,
Liquors doing
I'll take my
business
royalties in the liquid form.
Bill, why are we getting
think
a lot of people from Amsterdam ordering things? I don't know. Just ship it to them. Who gives a shit?
Right. No, so right now we're doing the strawberry that I made.
Great. Now I have
Okay,
that
but
in my head.
Time out for a second.
And this is a strawberry wine, right?
Yeah,
No,
we're-
it's actually a movie.
We're tasting the strawberry wine. We're not doing the strawberry.
Right.
In my head, I'm like, strawberry. Strawberry's not here.
So-
Strawberry.
But it is a wine, though.
It is a wine. It's pretty potent.
It's got a little kick. So what about
yeah.
the proof we're running on this?
90.
This is no. I'd have to distill it to get that much.
Oh,
And
gee,
that's-
we don't know anybody, and then
I don't know. Anybody knows how to distill stuff. But no, this is. If I had to guess, it's probably like a good 16, 17% alcohol.
I think
normal
strawberry
wine is what?
brandy.
5,
Normal wine is usually 5.
3 to 5% usually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Three
really?
and a half
That's
to
all?
5.
I thought
yeah.
it was a little bit more.
No,
I think
no.
this would make an awesome strawberry brandy.
Probably could turn it into it real easy.
Probably
yeah,
real
you just,
easy.
distilled wine is a brandy.
See,
Yep.
the one good thing about Bill's homebrew is you don't have to drink a whole lot of it.
Right?
Just enough.
Bill doesn't make any weak stuff.
No.
If you're drinking a whole
No.
bottle by yourself and you're fine, you, sir, have a problem.
Yeah.
A glass-
you
Hey,
need to
hey,
go
hey,
have your
hey, hey!
liver-
Leave
You,
me out of this.
sir, have a problem.
You need to go have like a liver scan or something done.
He's pretty sure that you're dead. Your just liver has not let you know
No.
yet.
He's got Mickey Mantle's liver.
That's like everybody's like, Betty White's still alive? Well, Betty White's pickled, man. She hasn't realized she's been dead for the last 10 years.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
that's what
pretty
I'm
bad.
going for.
It's pretty
Good
bad when you
pickling.
pour this over ice and you can see like the alcohol
It separates.
separating in the wine through the ice.
I think it tastes pretty good.
It does taste really good.
Yeah. I wish it. I
Not as good as the dragon, whatever.
Dragon's blood or
Dragon's
even
blood.
the blueberry.
Over ice.
Right.
That was amazing.
Now, I could guarantee you right now, Hump would be here in about 30 seconds flat if you said on the radio that we had the lemon drop on ice.
Yeah.
There
yeah.
would be. We had lemon up on dry ice. What? Oh, he probably wouldn't even knock. He'd be standing right there.
He'd be like, "Hi."
Yeah, I will say though that
We didn't even hear the dog bark because he would have been that fast.
That's because he came in through the window.
came in through the window. He just dropped the ladder. Hey, somebody say lemon drop?
I thought you were late for work. I don't know. Mikey still got his fingernails plugged into the dashboard.
I honestly wish it turned out just a touch sweeter. Because
What is that? More
I
sugar?
can see that.
yeah,
Is that what you need? More sugar for that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So my next batch I'll just add a couple pounds more sugar.
See, that's the good thing about this show is trial and error. You bring it in. That doesn't taste like the next one. Okay, next brew, I'll make it.
So
Right,
now,
right.
was this just strawberries, or did you add? Because
No,
you've
this
been known
was-
to throw other things in to make it.
No, this is just honestly, it was just bags of frozen strawberries I bought at the discount grocery store.
Nice.
Yeah, right. Here, I'm sure they're everywhere else, but Aldi, all right, and they sell bags of frozen strawberries for under $2 a bag, and I think 10 pounds worth maybe. Because my wife was like, I want you to make some strawberry. Like, okay, so I went
So
and bought
10 pounds equals 5 gallons.
5 gallons. And it's got a good flavor. You can taste the strawberry in
It's
it.
got a real good flavor. It's not as strong strawberry as some people like,
Yeah, yeah.
but you can definitely taste the strawberry.
And the aftertaste of it is strawberry. So you get the alcohol right at first. Then when you're done sipping or
Yeah,
whatever,
it's
it's
definitely
like
got a little bite right off the bat.
yeah,
It's not your typical
yeah,
wine.
it does.
Yeah.
It's got your.
Fortified wine.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. No, this
What is a
straight.
fortified wine? This is a question. What is a fortified wine?
That's the box wine.
Yeah, no, fortified wine is like where they usually like add like a brandy or so like a liqueur to it to
Kick up the taste.
To give
kick
it a
up
kick.
the alcohol content.
Oh, well, you don't have to worry about that.
Oh no, not with this.
You're going to fortify my wine? I don't think so. Right, 'cause
like
then
great-
we're going to be in the 20s.
Like, great. Now we're sitting at like 50
So,
proof.
yeah,
What is that?
So
That's a 50
I
proof
did-
wine. No, thank you.
I did get the blueberry. Like, finally got the blueberry bottled, so I have an empty carboy, and I got the strawberry sitting there and enough bottles to bottle the strawberry.
I need to bring my carboy out to you. It's being used for nothing.
Okay. Oh God, I gotta go.
Medicine.
Yay.
Yeah. My new blood pressure meds.
Kicks your bladder into overdrive.
No, they actually have a small amount of water pill in it.
Diuretic.
Yeah, kicks your kidneys into overdrive. Time to empty.
Yep.
And then when you drink alcohol, it just kicks it in that much faster.
So for those at home playing at home, we've got the strawberry wine. Me and Pat have been drinking the
The Mickeys.
Mickey's Big Mouth.
We ain't no dickies because we only
Yeah,
drink
Mickeys.
Mickeys.
Oh, I forgot to take that cap into my wife. I'll have to do that next break.
But
Woody's like, more wine.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's getting a little watered down.
Let's
so it
not
doesn't
do
quite
that.
kick us.
Let's not fall down the stairs.
Yeah, let's not do that.
and then we have Not Your Father's Fruit Punch on the deck.
That just sounds good. It's wine, Woody. God.
No, that's what
Yeah.
Bill's going to be doing here in a
Yeah.
second.
I was gonna say, did we put a mic? Did Mill forget to take his mic off?
Got to give the listeners the full experience.
Not that much full. Jesus.
Like,
They were probably deciding to
that's
forget to take his mic
Metavision.
off. You know, one of these days we're gonna do that, right?
What?
We're gonna sneak a mic in there while somebody's taking a leak, and be like Leslie Nielsen in Lethal or not Lethal Weapon, Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
The very last thing that we have that I got, we still have like several that he brought too, is the Golden Pilsner from Yingling. And I happen to like Yingling.
You like IPA though? So
No,
your
I don't.
taste buds are shot.
No, I don't like IPAs. There's only been one IPA that I liked, and everyone else is like.
Have you noticed our wall of shame is filling up?
Yes. No, the bottom one is the good stuff.
I thought the bottom was the wall of shame.
No, the bottom one is the good stuff. The stuff up there with the Edmund Fitzgerald and Lagunitas and Midnight Meadery,
Space herpes.
right?
No, Edmund Fitzgerald's is a space herpes. That's exactly what that is.
No, we had the space herpes a
that's
couple
right,
weeks ago.
yeah.
The Elysian space dust or whatever.
Yeah.
Space herpes. It's the space herpes.
That's what right off the bat I was like, nobody's gonna like that.
See, Bill needs to make a drink now called the space herpes.
But it's got to be something that sticks with you forever.
Yeah, because once you drink it, it's gonna be. Yeah, please give it back to me. I want more herpes, Bill. Give me the herpes.
Herpes. I give you my herpes.
I give you my herpes. What? I
Herpes.
don't want your herpes.
Herpes.
No, my herpes. My herpes. Oh, your herpes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dear God. I forget what movie that's also.
It's a Cheech and Chong.
Is it a Cheech and Chong?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Because it's Chong or Cheech that says it.
Are you going to Google herpes?
Yep. It's in there.
The wife has broke in. Hi, wife.
It's
How are you?
Cheech and Chong.
Which one's which, so
I don't know.
I'm going in there.
The wife has
There's
a gift
baby
for you,
in
Heather.
there.
Heather, the wife has a gift for you.
Up in Smoke.
Up in smoke, okay.
Yes, it's Cheech
Is that
and
the
Chong
one
Up
where the
in
fish
Smoke.
comes out of the water and says, hey, man, can I get a toke on that?
I don't know. I've never made it that far.
I think so.
Actually, yes, I've never made it. I've gotten halfway through it, and then I don't remember.
Yeah, because I think he's smoking on the beach, and a fish pokes its head out and goes, hey, man, can I get a toke on that?
Hey, to Bogart.
Oh man, you fish slipped it. I remember that
Yeah,
now.
what are you thinking, man? I'm a fish. Oh, well, I guess it's okay then.
And then I always go back to like the Corsasian brothers.
Dude, I gotta take a leak.
I've been hit with shit.
The Corsican brothers, Dave
Yeah.
and ooh,
I can't remember. That's another one. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I just
that's-
remember
Let's
the
see.
every
it Bud
time
and Dave?
like they would hit, like one would get hurt, the other one would feel it.
yeah.
So they're fighting each other, stabbing themselves.
Speaking of strawberries, one of the guys that comes in our shop, name's Pete.
Yeah.
Pete's he's got to be up in his 70s. I tell you what, though, I wouldn't break in his house, though, because I've shot with Pete before, and he can still lay it down pretty good. He's got that little bit of a twitch,
Yeah.
but he shoots straight, that's for sure.
Nice.
But he brought in some stuff that he made. It was probably at least a year or so ago, but he took strawberry concentrate, and I think he just mixed it with, like, Everclear.
Oh, I bet.
So kind
yeah.
of a cheap way to make a little strawberry moonshine.
Yeah.
But it was, had a little chunky flavor, it had the chunkiness of the strawberries in it. So, I mean, it wasn't too bad. It had a good flavor to it. It wasn't overpowering.
Right.
But,
Unlike that blue flame we tried.
well, I didn't try the blue flame.
You didn't?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
man.
128 proof.
Well, but then I tried over at Sugarland. I tried the first one, which is their rye moonshine. And like, ugh, I knew better. I don't like rye.
Yeah.
I should have skipped
It's-
that.
See,
Lewis and Lucan. Sorry.
Sambuca?
No, Lewis and Lucan Corsican.
No, I wanted to try the blue flame because I knew that was their straight moonshine. Obvious reasons because I make alcohol.
Music by George Clinton.
Of course, when you think moonshine, you're thinking 170, 180 proof at least.
Right, and it's like they're like, oh yeah, this is like
40% by volume or
100.
50.
This is like 100 proof. I'm just like, or something
So, yeah,
like
it's like-
really low.
Well,
and I'm
and
just like
most of them were like
the
40
mixes.
to 80%.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. Probably like my lemon drop and my orange creamsicle is probably about that. But I start like my stuff is really a lot more
But then again,
proof than that.
they're trying to do a certain amount of volume, and
Right. Right.
if you're going on the high end of alcohol content, you're probably not going to get a whole lot of people buy it.
Right. You never know. It'd be like people might buy it, just be like, look at this. This is like 90% alcohol. Let's drink it.
But maybe back in the college days.
Remember, you were high school, right before your freshman year in college. Hey, this is 160 proof. I can breathe fire. That's because it's chewing your lungs from the inside.
Right. Like, was it 151, Bacardi 151?
Yeah. That's the first thing. When I drank that Blue Flame,
That's
the first
a
thing
young
that popped in
person's
my head
drink.
was 151.
Yeah.
I was like, dear God.
Right.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Cut that with a little Jägermeister. It's not so bad.
Exactly. But no, I mean, I got a lot of neat ideas down there, and I started when I got home. I started doing some research for like some different flavored essences.
So, okay, what is your menu now?
Like menu, like
As in your drink. So we've poured out
Stuff
a lot
that
of
you
them.
make.
I do. I make the pear wine. I have apple. I have apple cherry. Now I have like blueberry, strawberry, and then like the blush grape, which is just table grapes because we
Sometimes
buy
our vine kicks out, sometimes our vine doesn't.
Well, no, not only that, but like my wife and I, we buy grapes to eat. Then of course they sit in the fridge for a while and they get soft.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Yeah.
You know the grapes that Brian and Angie find from time to time?
Yeah.
Oh, the cotton candy ones.
The cotton candy wine.
Cotton candy
grape
grapes.
wine.
I don't think that they would have the same flavor.
Would it not?
It might. It probably wouldn't. But
that'd be awesome if you could make cotton candy wine. I bet you that'd be delicious.
Oh my God.
the cotton candy wine that the girls bought at the winery down there was pretty good. It was weird.
It was good, but weird.
Yeah, it was.
You
It's
also
like,
got the hollaback girl,
yeah, the banana, cranberry,
too.
and that's about it right now.
So about 10 right
Dragon's Blood, which is
11.
like the mixed berry.
So it's about
And
10
then
or
we're
11.
still
now.
waiting
You
on
got
the
10 or
mead.
11 wines,
Yeah.
not on tap
Yeah,
per se, but
not
can
on
be
tap,
made.
but I can make them.
And then,
I did.
then we're looking at the meads. coming.
Exactly. I got I got honey for doing the meads. I'm finally emptying my carboys because
Well, I know you had the hibiscus. Wait.
the hibiscus and the hops and the hibiscus.
Okay, so hold
gotta
that story.
break.
We're gonna break
Okay.
early,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
because
yeah,
we got two songs on tap. If you've listened before, you pretty much know what's gonna be. But we'll be back. We're gonna pay some more bills, play some 2 songs, so it's gonna be a longer break than normal, and we'll talk to you about more about his menu. So we'll be back.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
That's not even cool. My wife sneaks in and shows me the school pictures of the girl we were taking care of for a while.
Yeah.
Dear God, she got big. So what happens when you feed them, I guess? So, you know,
Right. At least she's eating.
yeah. thank God.
Right?
No.
Thank God she's being taken care of. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one.
I'm sorry.
So no,
Facebook memes. Oh, you gotta love
yeah.
them.
So yeah, like I said, the strawberry's good. I wish it was just a hair sweeter. I think it'd be a lot better that way,
Oh, damn. You just means you gotta make another batch.
right? Oh damn it! That means I'm gonna have to
Ow.
right, twist my arm. No, and that'll probably be like after like the stuff I'm making now, because the stuff I'm making now is like from fresh fruits that are available in the fall, like pears, apples, things like that. I'm hoping to get like a batch of the hard cider done, because I have some bottles I need to fill and bring over to Topher's house.
All of the bottles.
All of the bottles. Bring all the bottles to my house.
It's like a glory hole. Just pour it on the cider in my face.
I got something. No, never mind.
I said cider.
Oh,
I said cider.
Dickens.
I was specific.
Dickens Fruit
cider.
Company. Dickens Fruit Company has played with something cider company. Now it's Dickens Cider.
No, I don't know. Just lots of different stuff. That's why I'm trying to get my.
Once I have something on hold, waiting for when you get the first Viking blood
Oh yeah.
thing done.
We'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
As soon as you get that done, as soon as you get the mead done, you're supposed to bring it over. Everybody show up, and we're going to have a Viking feast, like full on actual
Nice.
Viking feast to
That'd
drink
be awesome.
with your mead. I'm buying a leg of lamb specifically for
some
it.
mutton.
Like $50 worth of leg of lamb. To be, we're talking about like leg of lamb, their chief soup, which is like lamb.
Just as long as
and
we don't have
pork
to do
and-
like the blood wing ceremony or
Oh,
what was
no,
the
that-
other one?
That's later.
Oh.
Pat's already agreed.
Yeah, when it gets good and liquored up, he won't care. Yeah, go ahead, break my ribs. Yeah.
No. What we're gonna do is we're
Don't
gonna
grow
stick a post in the ground and just make a small incision and tie it to the thing. Just take off walking.
Yeah. What do you think? I ain't listening.
Oh yeah, my wife says I can take what bottles I can say. She probably won't like the meads anyway.
Now she's listening.
I don't know. Like I think so. I am really
Dodge
a
that
big
bullet.
fan of the mead.
Yeah. But I tell you what, like being sick for almost 2 months really puts a damper on like your alcohol making.
They now have mead spritzers, like
Mead
in a can.
spritzers?
Yeah, it's like a mead in a can with a little bit of like,
So kind of like a wine cooler.
yeah, but with mead. And I was like, I don't even know if that sounds good or not. Like it's
But
from
you'll
an
try
Indiana.
it.
No,
It's from an Indiana
no.
meadery. It's from up in Vincent or Valparaiso. New Day Meadery.
I don't know about all that, but
A mead spritzer.
That's a
I hear
steak cop.
sirens. They're not after me.
I didn't do it. I haven't left the
Stupid.
house.
Because only steak
All
cops have
day.
that. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I haven't left the house all day.
There you go. But
Sure.
so
If I'm ever in front of the Supreme Court or in front of the Congress, I've
Right.
never left the house today.
right.
I've never talked to a woman ever in my life.
Women? Ew.
Yuck, that got
Men?
duties.
Ew.
I didn't do it.
I'm asexual.
Only with my hand in the bathroom in the shower.
Well, because soap is a whore.
Right. So no, I do have the the hops and the flowers.
Like I said, I have a full menu ready to go. I'm not joking. Like even like everything down to I even learned how to make the mustard, which is delicious, by the way.
Gosh.
It's a nice spicy honey Dijon tasting mustard.
Yeah.
Well, it's a honey brown mustard. That the taste wise,
Yeah.
but it is an actual Viking recipe for the mustard.
Nice.
And I put that. It turned into the Frank's Red Hot of mustard for me. Like I put that shit on everything.
I put that shit on everything. No, I
Like,
do.
I'm waiting.
But it's
Viking
just
feast.
like right now. It's like I have so much stuff I have to bottle, and it's like getting the bottles because like
I'm only one man.
Right.
I can only drink so much.
Me
Well,
and
it's
start
not-
doing some 2-liter bottles.
right. Well, it's not that.
I can
it's
give you
just
fifths
that-
all day long, but
Yeah.
there's only so much I can do.
No, it's just some companies it's the labels they put on the bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Like some bottles of stuff have labels that have plastic on the outside of it. So when you go to soak those, it's just like no water gets to the paper, so it doesn't loosen up off the bottle, so it doesn't want to come off.
I don't care if it says, like Bacardi 151 with what in it discount. Didn't you learn anything from like old school television? It's what's inside that matters, not judging the book by the cover.
No, I want blank bottles because I put plain old generic hillbilly stickers on the outside of them. It says like the blueberry bottle, just it says blueberry Sep 18.
Right.
Because that's the blueberry thrill I bottled in September of 2018. I was given a bunch of...
I would be retarded with Photoshop, and I would come up with like really ornate, weird-looking labels, print them out, and just package tape them on the front of the bottles. It was like, hey, look.
and I was given a bunch of bottles, but it's just like I soaked them all day one day, and they would not come off.
I have 2 for you, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I have one that needs emptied.
So I got to give you that whole box of bottles that you said you wanted to try again.
Yeah, and like the thing is just like the labels would not come off. So I'm just like, I got frustrated, and it took me like 5 minutes to take a straight razor and scrape the label off the bottle. I'm
straight
like,
razor and Gooby Gone.
So that's a good punishment for Shelby when Shelby's bad. Scrape the bottles.
You will scrape the bottles.
No, let me give potatoes.
And you will like it.
It's just, but I can find other bottles that like the label just come off like real easy.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm standing here like scraping this bottle. I'm like, why am I standing here on my feet that are just like numb and on fire, scraping this bottle when I can take all of these to the recycling center and I can just save up some bottles. I know the labels come off just like real easy, and that's what I decided. So now I've got enough bottles to do my second carboy.
So, but other than that, we are taking up a collection of wine bottles.
Right. If you bring them to me, make sure they are do not have any bugs or anything inside of them, and I'd prefer them without any labels on them.
Damn it! No bugs.
No bugs.
I'm out.
How do you
I get bottles all the time, but you don't want them by the time I see them.
How do you feel about loading up growlers?
But the thing is like you
I have about 10 of those.
I mean,
just saying.
Right? But the thing is it's really hard to seal those for long-term storage.
Oh, we don't have to worry about long storage.
It ain't gonna last.
Now, I'll give you these 10, but you got to drink them in a week. What do you mean you're done already?
Accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Somebody pick him off the floor and pour him into his bed.
No. I'll still be walking upright.
After 10 growlers? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, no, I would pass out beforehand, but by the time that was all said and done, they would be gone. I'd still be fine. I just slept in the chair, on the floor, in the closet.
Plus,
In a diaper.
In the bathtub.
In the bathtub.
Put him in a
I don't even have a bathtub, but I'd end up there.
Put him in the shower and just make sure he's naked because he's going to piss all over himself anyway.
Make sure he's on his side. So
yeah. Plus, this stuff is going to be plenty expensive enough that it'll be dished out sparingly.
Let's say third bottle in, Chris would be like this in the bathtub going, put it in the vein! Put it in the vein!
Because you're looking at...
to my veins!
Because you're looking at... I've already got... like 30... almost $40 just in honey.
Yeah, the honey is expensive.
Yeah. And then in the hibiscus, that was $10, and the hops was another $15.
So you got all of that, $60-some.
Yeah. To make...
How many bottles? How many bottles is 5 gallons?
It'll be
10, 15,
no,
10 to 15?
No, it'll make anywhere between... It all depends on how much mother's in the bottom of the carboy. Like 20...
Oh shit!
Two
Okay.
25 bottles.
So it's way different than moonshine.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much mother actually comes from mead, though. I mean, like I don't know how what because
I
this
don't
is
know,
something
'cause-
new. Like
Yeah, this is something brand spanking new to me. Oh God. I'll be back.
Time to pee. Bladder is refilled.
Yeah, it's like, why can't this happen during the breaks?
well, you're only off like
Because
10 minutes.
that would be opportune time. And bladder's like, no.
It sucks getting old.
That's like, everybody goes to the bathroom and you're like, no, I don't have to go. I'll go to the next rest stop. A mile down the road.
You're like, I should have used this. Pull over now.
Forced it out. Scared it out of me.
Some of them mountain hills, boy, it could scare the hell out of you. You're not paying attention. Thank God for GPS.
There's no road there. Yeah, there is.
You have reached your destination. Lying, bitch.
No, we haven't. Well, it's putting you. GPS says you're really, really close, so it says, yeah, you're right here.
Well,
You just have to go around this 90-degree bend and
the
come back around.
mailbox for the cabin was there, but the cabin was up around the road. And it's like Jim Hill said, it's like once you turn the 90-degree, you're seeing your back bumper out of your car window. It's like, wait a minute, there's another car. No, that's mine.
That's us.
Bobby, when did you? Bobby, what? Why are you behind me? Why are you in front of me?
Yeah. So going back to the trip, your favorite part of the weekend?
Sitting here watching.
Oh, the whole trip.
Sitting here watching Netflix while you guys had fun.
Oh boy, I did too. I watched a lot of Netflix. Man,
I have something to say. Like,
I
see if
like
you've
boat
seen
days
it,
a
but-
lot, but oh god, I'm gonna have to say the speed park was fun because I called a 7-year-old a dick. He was wrecking people on purpose. So I called
Put
him
him
a
in
dick.
the wall. Put him in the wall.
Well, I wasn't running. I was standing outside.
Why don't you just run out and just push him in the wall?
I think Libby got him. It was okay. But like I really liked the Titanic Museum.
Thunk.
So
I heard you died.
I did die. Yeah, I was a second class guy. Because for anybody
we
that
know.
doesn't know, for anybody that doesn't know, when you go to the Titanic Museum, they give you a boarding pass, and it's of everybody that they have listed. It's everybody that they have listed on the Titanic gets a boarding pass. And whether you live or die, you have no idea until you get to the final part of the room where it has the survivors and the people that died on a list. And you pull your boarding pass out and you look up who you are, because it tells you the story of every person on the Titanic, whether they lived or died or not. And that tells you whether you survived or didn't.
Well, we knew you were second class.
I was a second class student, which a second class person, which still means I had money.
Yeah, I was like, at least you weren't steerage.
Right, I wasn't steerage. And then, because it was funny, because it was, Libby, Bobby, we took Shenandoah with us, and myself, and Libby, Bobby, and Shenandoah were all first class people. And I'm like, what the hell?
And they all looked down their nose at you.
Well, no, because what you didn't know about Titanic
would.
was first class and second class intermingled.
I still lick my
They
nose.
couldn't eat together
Yeah, I'd still look down my nose at you.
because there was
You're not rich enough for my
there was
blood.
a very rich black man on the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
He was the only African American on Titanic, and he made more money than most people on that ship. But he was not allowed to be a first class patron because he was black. They were not allowed on first class, so he had to get a second class ticket.
Hey, go figure, because it came from England, so, you'd think
and the
it was...
White Star Line was an English ship, not an American
Right.
ship.
Right. Here's another thing that a lot of people didn't know. I'll get back to the boarding pass here in a minute. Was everybody knows it's called the RMS Titanic? What's RMS stand for?
Royal Majesty's ship.
Nope. Royal Mail Ship. Because there were 7 postmasters on that ship. 7.
I'm surprised they
I
haven't...
thought it stand for Royal Majesty's ship as well.
Well, because naval vessels are HMS.
Her
his,
Majesty's.
His or her
Right.
Royal Majesty's ship.
But that's what I thought too, and because they had these things going along the stream, there's like, were you listening, blah blah blah, take the quiz, and you take the quiz and go, shit, I was wrong.
You're like, I wasn't listening.
I evidently was not, but it was
Am I
Royal
getting-
Mail Ship because there were 7 postmasters
Is
on
this
there,
on the test?
and they carried so much mail from Ireland to Britain to quote unquote the Americas and Australia. I forgot Australia. that there was 7 postmasters on that ship.
Wow.
That's why they called it the Royal Mail Ship.
That wasn't the Titanic went down anyway.
Huh? Oh, you're saying it's the Britannia?
Yeah.
Well, here's another thing. Did you know that the reason the Titanic could not turn around the iceberg?
Because it was meant to hit the iceberg for insurance.
The keel for the Titanic was given
Insurance.
to another ship on delivery. So they used the one that was reordered for another ship that was already out to sea for the Titanic that was way too small.
It wasn't Titanic.
The Britannia.
Britannia. They sunk it for the insurance.
Probably. But, no, but getting back to the boarding
Jack.
passes, you know, they tell you the whole story of who you were.
Move
blah, blah,
over.
blah.
I can fit on that damn door. I don't have to freeze to death.
Move over, witch! But no, they give you the whole backstory, the whole story about the guy, as much as they can get information from anyway, and some of the survivors' family gave them the information.
Yeah.
So they could write a biop, you know, whatever. So you get through the whole thing, and you're holding this card, and it finally says, you know, did you live or die, basically. And it says, pull your boarding
You're a
out.
dumbass.
It says, hey, it says, pull your boarding pass
pass.
out and find your name. And mine was something Hart.
The father of the girl that's on the Titanic.
The Heart Foundation.
The Hart found, yeah, basically.
You know.
Yeah,
She
no,
was the-
literally, his
was his
daughter
daughter.
is the one that lost the
I'm
thing.
talking about like WWF.
No.
Yes,
No, we're talking about like
Man
the
Hart, Jim Campbell, Nine
O-
Hart.
Exactly.
Owen Hart, you know.
But basically, any interview with a child, the oldest survivor basically was my daughter. She's the one that lived. My wife and my daughter lived. I did not.
You remember the Titanic, in the movie The Titanic, where the old lady was talking about how, you know, the older Rose, whatever, that was actually
Her.
her. That was the person he was like his daughter.
Any story or any
I just
history
wa-
lesson that they didn't
I
know
just-
that come from a survivor was from my quote-unquote daughter. She's the most famous survivor in
I thought
Titanic
that
history.
was
All I know is it still would have
Unsinkable
been
Molly
funny
Brown.
to
I
be
think
like.
she was the most famous one.
Well,
after
she
that.
was the most...
I still think it'd have been funny to walk into the Titanic and been like, the boat sinks.
Damn it! People ruin it for me all the... But no, they had... I mean, it was pretty cool. The Titanic Museum was definitely... I thought it was going to be boring.
Yeah.
It's fucking boat sinks.
Right.
But no, they had a totally rebuilt room of the grand hallway,
Break.
including the stairway.
including the stairway.
Nice.
That
And
was a pretty nice stairway.
That was a beautiful stairway. But I'll get back to it here in about a minute because we got to pay some bills again and blah 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 and refill our bladders and Bill can go to the bathroom when we're back on the air.
No. We empty our bladders so during the show we can refill our bladders.
Because we have
Right.
something else to try.
We do have
Yeah,
something else to
we
try
have
to
we
get
have
back.
we're backed up. We have a whole lot of stuff to
We're gonna
try.
need some more ice.
But we'll be back after these messages.
Got our son, more ice.
After
We'll be back.
these messages,
Bye.
we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
Blah 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 blah. Okay.
Put a damn nipple on it.
Every time I hear that Vincent Price laugh, I was like, "Look, dude, I only showed you my penis once.
It's all I got.
That's all I got." That's what I used to tell him at the state, man. And we'd have our winter gear on.
Your
They're like,
wiener
"Why
gear?
does it take so fucking long for you to piss?" Well, when you got 2 inches of dick and 7 inches of clothes, you gotta find it. That's not funny, man.
So we've kind of changed gears a little bit and went more mainstream.
We're still in the fruity domain, though.
Yeah.
Fruity.
Can I get some ice?
I love you, Fruity.
Yes. Yes. Grab what
I
you
don't
will.
just make sure that you get it. Make sure you have everything cleaned out of that before you start mixing it.
You say grab what you will.
Yeah.
I will to grab. I'll get Woody later.
Like this goes back. This actually harkens me back to the day of Big Red or
Oh yeah.
like
We'll say that 3 times in a row. He comes through the damn wall.
Without carbonation, yeah, it does have a little bit of Big Red.
I like Big Red. I like Red Pop. I like Faygo Red Pop.
no. I mean, looking at it, does that not look like
It looks like Big Red,
It looks like Big Red.
but
it tastes
is-
like Hawaiian Punch?
it does taste like Hawaiian Punch.
Holy shit balls back then.
And you really can't taste any alcohol in it.
There's
Exactly.
no alcohol in that. Holy shit. Must read the bottle.
Right?
Everybody
Everybody's like,
literally just grabs it and is like, "Oh, really? What?"
But it's 5% by volume.
That's not bad.
That's a creeper. This is a creeper.
This is actually better than the vanilla cream ale, in my opinion.
Yeah,
You know what,
Because
I'm
I'm
gonna
a
get-
big
well,
because I'm a big fan
Unbiased taste. Hold on, I'll be right
because
back.
I am a big fan of
Vanilla cream.
fruit punch.
right.
So,
Well,
like-
I'm a big fan of fruit punch
it's
too.
not carbonated like the cream ale or the root beer, so you
Right.
don't get all the burping
Right.
to go along with it.
Like, this is amazing,
It's very smooth. There's no alcohol taste. It
and it's still
tastes like you're
5%,
drinking a good fruit punch.
and
Right.
it has enough as like your regular domestic beer.
Yeah.
And this is not your father's fruit punch. Like I
That's-
said, we've never had anything bad from not your father's. Like on this
yet.
show, we have
Yeah.
never had
You're
anything
saying,
bad.
I know they make like a grape and an orange soda.
I thought that was the Henry's Hard.
No, that's what I'm thinking of. Henry, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never tried any of their stuff.
Uh,
It sounds good.
the wives like the Henry's Hard Orange and Grape and whatnot.
Yeah, this one may not last too long.
See,
Heck
and,
no,
then,
like this is literally, it tastes like fruit punch.
and the thing is like I don't know
I could get in trouble.
right, and it's like the older I get, it's like if I want to drink, I want it to be like enjoyable,
I want
Yeah.
it to taste good.
right?
This would definitely fall under the enjoyment.
yeah, because
It's like I'll just sit around and pound this on
'Cause
a
when
nice
you're-
summer day.
yeah, you could
Sitting
really
outside.
get in trouble sweating on a hot summer day with this one.
Put it over ice to sit outside and just hammer
No,
down your not
put,
your
put
father.
in one of the big aluminum
Stainless steel
stainless
cups,
steel
yeah.
cups.
And a cop pulls you ever
Just got some fruit punch.
It's just fruit
Fruit
punch.
punch.
Here, let me smell that. All right.
Oh, yeah, that is fruit
Yeah,
punch.
that's fruit punch.
Yeah, this is definitely a sneaky kind of drink.
Just leave you like a half-empty bottle of. Well, you could just empty it into a big bottle of Hawaiian Punch.
I think that would cut it by volume, though.
Daddy said-
No. You empty out the old Hawaiian Punch and just
Put it in
pour
a
that
bottle.
in
What are you
there.
drinking in there? Hawaiian Punch. They taste it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
So what
Hawaiian
was the
Punch.
impartial?
Well, out of the 3 people,
Mm-hmm.
2 liked it, 1 didn't.
Who didn't?
The one that doesn't like it doesn't like fruity drinks.
Okay.
She doesn't like
Fair
fruit punch.
enough.
Well, fair enough.
So,
Well, apparently it tastes enough like fruit punch to not.
yeah, but everybody else said it was good.
Oh, shit. Wow.
But they did say it tasted like watered down fruit punch because it was warm.
Well, yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah,
we
we're
put it
pouring
on
over
ice,
rocks, yeah.
but
Yeah. May have to run by the liquor store tomorrow.
Right.
like I said, here in town it's $3 a 6-pack.
That's
Like
$3
a
$3 a
online.
6-pack.
Yeah.
I'll be
Just,
buying that.
just down around the corner. Or
Not
just,
CVS, but the one
50
beside
cents
it.
a bottle. Stay home.
Hell yeah, it is.
I'll be buying some of that shit. 'Cause that's
That's,
good. And I'll be drunk and don't know it.
like
yeah.
hammer. I have a feeling it'll be one of those you hammer the whole thing and you're like, that was pretty good. Ooh,
Well, sure, you can put that definitely on the.
on the good list.
Oh God, yeah.
I'll rinse that out and put it on the good side.
Well, it's only got mine, your wife's, my wife's, and Stafford's saliva in it. So
What's funny? Which one doesn't like fruit punch?
my wife.
Boo.
She's not a big Kool-Aid drinker either. So
I
You want grape or red?
it was funny because when she was in high school, there was a black guy that used to hit on her when she worked at Captain D's. Of course, her dad was like, "The hell you are," and she's like, "It's okay." 'Cause, she doesn't like Kool-Aid, so he won't keep her.
You want grape or red?
Hey. Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Can't say that now. He's in hey hell.
Yeah, he's
Nope.
in.
He's in prison.
He didn't even get to
Yeah.
pass
Rape,
go.
rape,
He
rape.
went straight to jail.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
When
But-
you rape 20
but-
to 20
but the
women,
Cosby
19,
Show-
excuse me.
But the
I don't
Cosby
know.
Show is still on oxygen.
Okay, Bill.
How old is he now? He's
70,
upper 70s.
70s, 80s. Decipher that, please. You know, the more I drink, the clearer that gets.
No, that's the key.
I think it is.
That is the key. You have to, the more you drink, like you said, like I couldn't figure out the one that I showed you, and it was like you're like, no. It's
Yes.
why the long phrase?
Yeah. Because I thought it was a word, and it was actually a longer bar, so I was like, oh, that's cheating.
See, that's the letter M.
Yep.
It looks like a wave.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that a spatula or is that like
Like
a
a
paddle?
or a
I
paintbrush.
thought it was a spatula. I thought it was like a shovel or a spatula.
I thought it was
Looks
a
like
paintbrush.
Like a little, the spatula, the shovel you use for the,
Trowel.
I just don't know what the last
Fireplace.
thing is.
yeah, we can't tell. What
Is
is
that
it? Not
like
anymore.
a-
It's going to come out, bud.
Is that like a?
I finally picked a good one.
Make sure you get it
Yes.
You did get that one.
I don't know if that's like a forceps.
Yeah, see, I don't know. It's
MC
it's something.
brush
It's
T.
It screws something because that's a screw in the middle.
That's the letter T.
Is that a T?
Yeah.
Looks like a screw to me, but then it's like I thought it was a tennis racket. They're so, and you can't tell what it is.
Well, it could be like a rapper, MC, because that's M, and then the wave is the C.
Okay.
But is that a brush, or is that a paddle, or is that a spatula, or is that a?
Well, what do you want to say? Give it to the man.
MCP pants.
You're gonna have to get some
My
pictograms.
backpacks.
We're gonna
Got
get
jets.
We're gonna get some
Like
pictograms.
Boba, the fact.
I
Put
got
it on the ManCave
booed.
page and say decipher this.
Right.
I got booed because my son picked up a love for MC Chris
Yeah.
because I would just play it all the time.
Just randomly, like.
Right? And so he's like, I'm a geek, spelled GWEK, you know, like the whole 9 yards, like not even the stuff that you randomly would know,
Yeah.
Fets Vet or any of the MCP pants or any of that stuff. Like, you know, Hash wants sex! You know, none of that. He was playing some
MCP pants.
MCP pants is
Is that a 90-year-old rapper?
The last
It's
piece
MC
almost looks like a whisk.
A whisk. All right, there's something different.
But of
MCP
course, it
pants
doesn't
is
have all the little.
Right.
Right.
Like I said, we're going to have to post that to the ManCave and say decipher this. Whoever wins, we'll give them something.
MCP pants is MC Chris's character on Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Aqua Teen.
Okay.
We are the Aqua Teen.
That's probably what I'll do. I'll figure out some kind
He's
of
like
gift
an
we can
ant
give
one
away.
time, a cow another.
If Libby can't figure it out, I'll post it on the man page and say decipher this. Win a gift.
He was a vampire in one episode.
I think we've won enough shit from the Metal and Madness. We can sell one of those back.
I want the Cthulhu figure back.
Nope. The Cthulhu.
You have two of them.
Yeah, one's at the babies, and one is hers. So you're not getting them back.
You won one, she won one. I only had two. I don't have one. No, I had one from that I got for Christmas.
We only got one at the house. You talking about the one in the box?
Both of them were in a box.
I don't know where the other one is, and I don't think we ever got it because we only have one. It's on her headboard.
So you won one, she won one.
I didn't win one.
Could have sworn you both won.
I thought you were talking about the doll. Yeah,
It
we
is a
got
doll.
we got a doll, and then the other one's in the box. A plush toy.
No. We didn't. I didn't give away the plush toy.
I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
It would be on that thing if I had a plush toy.
Yeah, because that one's on the headboard.
Oh yeah, it's watching you from the headboard,
You ain't gonna see much.
judging.
The only action that my
Is-
bed gets is my head goes to the pillow.
It's judging you.
Yeah.
I actually found it.
What is it?
What?
Okay, what we think is a spatula is actually a hair pick.
Are you kidding me? That's a terrible drawing.
And
You looked it up?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's
Wait,
actually called...
wait. Should we actually say it or try to get people to guess what it is?
It's all right.
All right, go ahead.
There's actually a website called Mickey's Beer Cap Puzzles.blogspot. Okay.
Because people are like, what the hell is that? How is that a hair pick?
And this one says, it took our friend, blah, 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 about 5 minutes to decipher this. We don't want to say how long we stared at it before he saved us with the answer.
What time is it?
And
We've
this
been
is
staring
the
at that
most-
bitch for 2 hours now?
This is the most difficult cat puzzle we have posted yet.
Leave it to me.
Difficulty level 10 on a 1 to 10 scale. It's the letter M. It's the ocean wave. It's...
The hair
I thought
pick.
it was a paddle, but it says hair pick. Also looks like a spatula. The letter T.
Okay.
And the oar symbol.
That's an oar?
That's an oar.
We were way off.
So... M plus the C is motion. It's a pick.
M ocean motion.
Motion. It's a hair pick. T. Or.
Motion picture.
Frame that bitch, because that...
That was a hard one.
Dear God. We all... How's that an oar?
You'll see.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Well, it almost needs to be more squared off to be an oar.
How is that? See, I thought that was a screw or a nail.
Yeah, I would have guessed that was a whisk or, something.
Motion picture. I'll be damned.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, 10 out of 10. There we go. We'll just save that one. Throw that at Jim tomorrow. What do you think that is, buddy? I'll watch him listen to this show and he goes, oh, motion picture. It was easy. You cheating bastard.
Cheating bastard.
I think we're all so enthused with this damn fruit punch that...
Right? I'm sitting here going, this is delicious.
Let's put it this way.
Fantastic.
If one or two of us bring that to the campfire tomorrow and Hump shows up with this damn vanilla... nobody's walking away from that party.
I have tents in the barn. We'll just set them up.
I will, because I will be here while you guys are having fun.
Oh, that's right, because you have a show. Mm-hmm. We'll still be out there after the show.
Dun, 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 dun.
Maybe not. We'll be passed out by the time your show's over.
So, y'all have fun, because it'll still be light when we start. So.
We could call in and harass the show.
Yes.
We're drinking fruit punch. Woo! Bill, get out of the fire.
Well, we know you guys' number. We're not going to answer.
No, there's an app that you can call that'll change your number.
All right.
Like, oh, somebody didn't hear the thing. They're calling and not texting. Oh well, they'll leave a thing in a voicemail that we can put on the website.
Oh man,
Leave your name and number.
this makes me want to see if I can make like a fruit punch flavored shine.
That would be hard.
Is there a fruit punch essence?
That would be hard. That would be really hard.
I guess you could just get all kinds of different kinds of fruits.
Not really. I mean, they make all kinds of
Well, wait a
fruit
minute.
flavored shines.
Could you do like a fruit punch Kool-Aid, the dry mix, and use it from that?
I don't know. I guess that's the beauty of experimenting with alcohol.
Oh God! But could you imagine if it turned out bad?
Oh no!
You're like, oh God, I'm not drinking another one.
Oh no! Using
The chair
word-
recognizes Topher. Ooh! Oh, I forgot to do it with Kylie here.
Mr. Cotta.
I guess I could go to the dollar store. They sell high C fruit punch in the little individual drink mixes.
But use the moonshine as water.
Yeah,
And just mix the fruit punch in with the water.
that's what I was screaming.
Poor man shine.
Poor man shine.
Maybe like a little bit of like
call
sugar or something in there with it.
Call it
What he's smiling. He knows what
fucking
I'm
grape. Grape drink. Purple
Grape.
drink.
Scissor.
Scissor.
Some scissor.
This is my purple drink.
Purple drink.
I want grape juice. I want grape drink.
No, I think purple drink is actually like codeine and some other stuff. Like it's actually like illicit substances in it.
Well, I know there's an actual thing called purple drink because I was in Indianapolis, stopped at a gas station, and there was a big sign for purple drink.
Well, they make a chocolate drink, not chocolate milk.
Think you could do a
Right,
chocola wine or?
Chocola.
They do make a chocolate wine because Mom's gotten some before.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I think she got a.
What you were thinking of is
Aldi's or-
called lean.
Lean.
Yeah, it's
Scissor.
mixture of prescription cold medicine and a soda like Sprite or Mountain Dew plus ice and Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, okay.
That comes out to be lean.
Oh.
But there's an actual drink called purple drink. That
Purple drink. I don't know if I'd want to drink that or not.
it's purple.
Oh, okay, it's like purple passion. Drink that. What's in it? I don't know.
Purple and
Passion
and Everclear.
I remember we used to buy the 2 liters of the Purple Passion and then add Everclear to it. When a little bit of air was not enough. Dumbass is riding the dragon at 90 miles an hour.
Here's,
Purple Passion was definitely an 80s, early 90s drink.
right.
Then they came out with Tropical Passion in the 90s.
Purple Passion.
We're sipping on some syrup.
I remember one party that we went out to, and everybody was arguing, and Bill,
Fighting and
myself,
this, that, and the other.
somebody else. I don't remember. Was it Clay? No, it wasn't Clay.
A Walker, maybe?
No, Walker was drunk fighting a tree.
Oh, that's right. It was like, yeah, everybody's all pissed off and wanting to fight each other, so we just went into my motorhome and we just
snuck away and started drinking.
We just started drinking. We're like,
we were gone for 2 hours and nobody wondered. We wondered where you were.
Where'd they go?
I'm fighting a
I started drinking.
I'm fighting a tree.
Right? You can fuss and fight and argue all you want.
That's what they said.
I'm
You
out
said
here
you
to
missed
drink.
it. What happened? Walker fought a tree. Who won?
Oh,
Because that's a legitimate question.
Because he was swinging from the branches and it broke.
I need to time my bladder better.
Oh,
Put a cork
like by
in it,
3
mister.
minutes. 3 minutes.
Hold it for 3
I'm
minutes.
doing better. I'm doing better than last time.
We're almost there.
Hold it. You used to be a truck driver. Hold it.
Tie it in a knot. Tie it off.
Get that 50 cents
Ow.
per mile. Come on.
I have some ribbon. Tie that bitch off.
Honey, I want some. You gotta untie the bow. I don't know where you've been, but it's been you won first prize. It's a water wiggle. It's a water wiggle.
Then it turns into a scene from Scary Movie.
Oh my God! You know the best part of that scene is where she drops her voice. Yeah. Dear God in heaven, I'm dead. Help me. That's a good movie.
Give me a number between 1 and 10.
13. 7. 7. Oh, nice.
Between 1 and 10.
7.
Okay. That's what we'll play.
God help us all. It'll be John Denver, I know it. You came
No, we
on my
brought
Sunshine.
we brought this up, so I'm playing it. Anyway,
on my
we'll be back after this while he uses the restroom.
Me happy.
We're gonna pay some bills and come back.
And I think we're drunk.
No, I'm actually.
Your eyes are half open.
My eyes are
They're
half
always
open all
half
the
open.
All right, we're paying some bills. We'll be back.
time. Bye.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
Okay, so I will apologize for playing whatever the hell that was. That was
It was MC Chris.
All your...
I guess that's my fault because I picked the number, but
We could have played Fet's Vet
God.
or Geek.
But anyway, we've moved on from the glorious, godly taste of the
Pizza
fruit
Butt.
punch thing.
That
to
Mars
a-
text, that was all your fault, too.
That's a great movie.
Can you turn that fan off? Because it's like directly on me, and I'm starting to.
His nipples are showing
Started
through.
to cut through his shirt.
His headlights are on.
Normally we get too warm in here, so that's why I left it on.
Yeah, like,
But
Yeah,
well, you can
not
tell,
a problem
like,
tonight.
like after my surgery, my lungs, like the right side of my body, like it reacts weird. So like my nipple on the right side of my body is like not all that hard, but the left side of my body, I could cut freaking glass.
No, honestly, after having my nipple rings ripped out, mine are always
Oh,
like
jeez.
headlights. Like, oh hi, how are you? Like I'm always sporting the.
So, but anyway, we
pointies.
like I said, we've switched from the awesome, godly taste of the fruit punch beer to a Yingling Pilsner that I refuse
The
to
golden
drink.
Pilsner.
It's piss. It is liquid piss. It is terrible.
I guess
It's not terrible, but, if you're a fan of Miller Lite, you will like this.
Oh,
Right.
I don't know, man.
right.
Oof. That doesn't
Well, I
taste
mean,
like
Miller Lite
to
is a
me.
Pilsner, so, I mean, it makes sense that
Yeah.
it would be along those lines.
Yeah, I mean,
And normally you can't really miss with a Yingling, because, like, Yingling Lager is pretty
Yeah,
good.
usually anything from Yingling
black
is going
and
to
tan.
be good, but this fails horribly.
The Black and Tan, which is the mixture between the Pilsner and the Lager.
This, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like the, hey, Jimmy, we got some left in the can. What do you want to call it? We'll put a Pilsner on it. All right, send it out.
I honestly think it might taste a little bit better if we, like, cleanse the palate of the goodness.
Sorry.
right? Because we went from like my strawberry wine, which is like
A sweet,
hard but sweet.
Yeah.
Then we went to
Not too
like
sweet.
a really sweet fruit punch.
yeah, but it's fourth the alcohol.
Right, but it's
If
still,
I
I'm
had
not
to
talking like
guess.
sweetness-wise.
Yeah,
to,
like
to
something
a hoppy, bitter
some Pilsner.
Pilsner.
So it's kind of like, oh yeah, our palate's
wasn't
like,
too
ooh,
bitter,
sweet,
though.
sweet.
Mom, what the shit is that?
What the? Are you standing down my throat?
What is the equivalent of smelling coffee? Because isn't that like the smelling palate cleanser? Like you smell coffee and then you
Yeah.
smell it. What is
Yeah.
the equivalent for erasing the?
That's a good question because like I remembered like what
We need
was
to
that?
start doing that. Like we'll drink something and then we'll do whatever
Would
that cleanses the
Would it be
palate.
coffee? Like a coffee?
No, I couldn't do that.
Coffee is so
Well,
strong.
Okay, we drink the alien herpes because after that everything else tastes good.
Alien herpes. Oh Jesus!
All right,
The
everybody.
funny thing is we did the live show, and because I warned before we started that it may not be able to be podcast because we're still working on that end of things. So we did a live show, and if you missed it, you missed it,
Right?
and it was pure live radio.
Does it not go into the?
It didn't. We couldn't get it recorded because the software didn't record it. So I'm going to fix that next time, but. It was pure, like, when we do a live show, you guys have to listen live because there is no guarantee that it will be able to be podcast.
Right.
Because we're not in our home studio. We're here
'Cause
where
what
we
was
have
that-
all the technology.
What was
We're
that
literally
beer? Was
running
that-
off a laptop.
Is that Ziggy Stardust Ale or something like that?
Elysian Stardust was the name of it. It was an IPA, and as soon as I looked at it, I said, you guys are not going to like this. I prefaced that. You're the one that got it, right? And then let everybody try it?
I think I tried
You
it
got
last.
Did I get? No,
You got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
no, because I was like, I'll bite the bullet on this one.
Right.
Bill
I'll
got,
get
it,
it.
Bill got it by accident.
Yeah.
No,
I
you got the
No, he wanted something
Busted
else, but
knuckle.
he got
Busted
that.
knuckle.
he got the busted knuckle by
when
accident.
I wanted the Belgian.
He wanted the Belgian
Oh,
white.
that's right. That's right.
And got the busted knuckle. But we were talking about the busted knuckle right before that, and he said, "Well, I'll just go with the Belgian, and then we'll do the other later."
Yeah. She didn't charge me for it,
No, well, hey, that's fine.
but I still tipped her pretty. I tipped her pretty good.
You know, by the time we walked out of there, between all of us combined, we without the people who came to see us live, we boosted their sales by $100 or almost $200.
I think that was because we drank it.
Well, we got food too.
Oh, no.
We got
No,
food.
we got food, but Libby had a smorgasbord.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she
You
got the
ate
steak?
all of it too.
Yeah.
Her
You got-
face should be on a picture on the wall going, I ate it all.
Like, literally, when the owner goes, that little girl in there, like, she's, like, amazing.
Right?
Did she really eat that whole thing? That little...
Minus, what, 3 bites she gave to each one of you?
Yeah.
She gave me a bite.
I didn't have a bite.
She gave me a bite.
Me. It was me.
So it was like
Yeah.
three of us, literally, three of us got one
'Cause
bite of the steak.
The only thing I got
Of
was
a
the damn
16-ounce
bone.
steak.
It was
Yeah,
like
it
a
was
pound.
one
It was a
pound.
pound of meat.
It was a porterhouse.
Yeah.
But it was so tender.
The bone and like a little bit of fat. That was it.
That was
Right.
it.
A very
There ain't nothing
little
but
bit of
gristle
fat.
on
Oh no, it was
And-
amazing.
And,
She had salad, cheese sticks,
cheese
Yeah.
sticks,
and a baked potato.
and a baked potato.
Yeah.
And it was gone.
Yeah, I was like,
She
how are
ate
you
the
eating
hell
that?
out of that.
I'm like 4 or 5 times the size of you. How are you eating that? Because I could not put all of that away.
I mean, I was having trouble getting my tenderloin down.
She's like,
Right.
I haven't
Comes in
eaten.
and she's just like, ah, rah, rah, rah,
She's
rah.
like, I haven't eaten in 2 days. I am starving.
It
Nom
was
nom
a
nom
feeding
nom nom.
frenzy.
She's like,
Her
I,
face should be on a wall. I'm
it's
telling
like,
you.
I have been
Right.
sick for the last few days. I haven't eaten.
Because I
I'm
wonder
hungry.
if she walks in, they're gonna go, there she is, and everybody's gonna stand up and
Applaud her. Yeah.
Or go, good God.
Great googly moogly. How did you put that away?
it's the weirdest thing. She is drop dead gorgeous, in shape, 110 pounds soaking wet, and she ate all of it.
All of it.
She ate
I
it
can say
all.
she ate like 2 pounds of food.
Right.
At least. And then she got up the next day.
Took a shit and was fine.
No, she was just like, I'm good. I'm like, how?
I'm ready to eat again.
I'd be giving birth to the ugliest baby in the world.
Right. Yeah.
I would need,
Brown and
I
all
would need an
wrinkly.
epidural. Dear God, somebody call out for something. This is not going to be pretty. It's like going to Toscano's. Somebody hooked up an epidural to me. I'm in a meat coma.
Oh, dude, I love Toscanos.
She,
that
that was one of the proudest moments. She ate it all.
I'm telling you what, I can't wait to go back to Toscanos because it was like, do you want some more meat? Yes.
Yes.
If we ever go back, we need to all go, and that waiter's going to go, Dear God in heaven.
Right. They
Fire
come
up
back.
the grills, boys.
They come back around with another big skewer of meat. Do
We'll
you want
just-
some more?
We'll
Yes.
Just, we'll just take that sword.
Right.
He's
Why don't
probably
you
just
just-
like, he'll take it off the sword, throw it in the middle of the table, and back away.
Like, but hold it, pointing it out to try to like defend himself from being eaten.
Boys, don't eat the server.
Right.
Don't eat the server.
Well, when we went up to annual trip to Canada, on the way home, we always stop at the Indian Casino up in Michigan on the way home. We
I actually like that place. I've been to it twice.
we go to 2 places to eat. Either you can have the buffet at the casino, or there's a really nice pizza place we go to. I mean, it's a good place. So, but either one's not too bad. So it just depends on what the buffet has, because a lot of times when we come home, they've always had fish for the buffet.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we just spent a week of catching fish, eating
You don't wanna
walleye.
eat.
Yeah, you don't want any more fish. No more fish.
Well, it's not as good as what we catch up there.
Right.
Well, this time they had prime rib on the
Yeah.
buffet.
God help us
Hook it
all.
up.
So, like, most of the guys went and ate pizza. There's a few of us, we're going to eat some prime rib.
Well, hell
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, especially if it's on the buffet.
Well, in this buffet, so, I mean, it's always hit or miss whether it's any good or not.
I'm still looking for the crab leg buffet around here.
See, I'm not.
King's went away. So
The
like,
Journey, right there in Fishers.
well, I'm
See,
talking about
I'm-
closer than that. I don't want to.
It's
I don't
30
want.
minutes.
Yeah, I'm talking about like I want to travel like 10 minutes to eat.
30
'Cause you never
minutes,
know-
how fast you drive.
Because you never know
So
when
right
you
up
have the
69?
meat poops.
Huh?
The meat poops.
The meat poops.
The meat poops.
Yeah.
I have the beer shits, so the meat poops might as well happen too.
Okay, it's like if somebody was like, hey, you can have this here seafood or you can have this here prime rib. It's like,
Both. Why do I have to choose? I want both.
that's not how it works. You
No,
can
no,
have
no.
one or the other.
No. For $5 more, I should be able to have both.
No, not this time, pal. You can either have
Then
seafood
I'm going to the
Or
other
you can
buffet
have
where
the-
they give me both.
or you can have the prime rib. If somebody said, hey, you can eat all you want of prime rib or all you want of seafood, and they'd be like,
Can I just
prime
get out in
rib.
the middle? Oh, yeah, you got to go with prime rib over seafood.
Right.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
I
was
will
at
tell you this because of medical conditions and the way that I would still probably go seafood.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, depending on how they cook it, going with like prime rib means that I'm going to be chewing for 37 hours.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but see, it's digested easier that way. You get more
No,
in.
because like by then my jaw's tired after 4 bites and I don't even eat it.
Oh,
and
that just means
Okay.
more for us, boys.
Prime rib and a blender.
And it's like, well, you know what? I'm just going to sit here. I know that I can choke down all the crab meat I ever want.
There you go.
Crab meat, butter.
Yeah,
Give me
some
some-
garlic butter, some
some-
crab meat, and some
crawfish.
crab
And
legs.
give me some crawfish and a little bit of etouffee, and I'm over here going.
I get it. I get it because, like, okay.
I should have been born on the ocean because, like,
I went to go visit my brother. Okay, and I tried to drink him out of Crown Royal, and it didn't happen because he just stopped at the PX every
he
day.
was like, "Oh no, here we got more."
No, I can buy this shit cheap at the PX. Here you go.
It's $1.250
Big
at the
bottle.
PX.
Right. So then we hopped on this skiff and went out and like checked out his crab pots. Right. So you got the soft shell, like the blue star crabs. I think they're called in Virginia Beach.
How much is shipping a frozen container?
It's illegal.
No. You can do it because that's how a lot of these places still ship this stuff in.
I thought you could technically resell anything you bought from the PX.
No. We're talking about whatever he catches in the ocean, putting on ice in a frozen container and shipping the frozen container.
But again,
okay.
I think is illegal.
No, it's not. It's
He's
not.
sending it as a gift, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like him sending some of that shop sell.
Blue
You're
star.
drunk. You can't talk
Yeah, like the
anymore.
blue crab with like the star on the back or
Yes.
whatever. Went on
Send
the
that
skiff.
to me, like 4 of them.
He was telling me like,
You
you
imagine
know,
the guy
hey,
with-
these are the males. Throw them in the bucket. Females, throw them back in the ocean. You know, to make more.
That way we have more.
Okay, so
Right.
here's a story.
Yeah.
I go up to Woody. Hey, Woody, man, I got the blue crab. He's gonna look at me and go,
Here's some
dude,
quinine.
just let me know.
Here's some.
Here's
some.
NyQuil motion.
Yeah,
Lotion.
that's exactly what
No, I'll look at
Just
you
let
and
me
be
know.
like, "Do we need to get some Old Bay seasoning?"
Yeah, but see, if you don't know what
Any
you're talking
butter?
about, somebody comes up and goes, dude, I got the blue crab.
Some butter.
My God, does your wife know? No. Okay, we'll go to the doctor tomorrow, man. We get this taken care of. You immediately go into full buddy mode. You know, it's like, oh, we'll go to the doctor
No, you
tomorrow.
say blue
Somebody
crab, and I'm
crash
over
on
here
my
going,
couch
like
after I wrap it a
butter,
couple
a little
times.
bit of little seasoning,
Exactly.
a big
I-
boiling pot.
Before we went out, though, he stuck a big, huge prime rib in the oven. Right?
I got the blue crab.
So we came back, and by the time we had like the crabs all done in the broil or whatever, the prime rib was done. So it was like, you know,
Surf and turf.
alcohol, big old hunk of prime rib. You know, some of that crab all cooked up real nice. And
You come into a full boat docking with the thing over your head going, I've got crabs!
Eat here and get crabs.
Straight up, what you're telling me, if it's cooked to where I can eat it on all fronts,
no,
is
like,
amazingly.
you could take the
It's my
the prime
favorite
rib.
surf and turf. Like that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like,
If you take the
just eat
prime
it
rib,
all.
you could just pull it. You didn't have to chew it. You could just like literally pull it apart with
And
like
just-
a fork. You
and
could just eat it.
it melts in your mouth.
Right. It was good. It was awesome.
See, now that I can do.
You know, I'm not
Most
hungry,
places-
but now I fucking want prime rib and I hate you all.
I want crab. What are you talking about? I'm like over here, crab legs,
Crab.
lobster
You want
claws.
crabs? We can go down to the damn truck stop and get you some crabs. But
Like, I'm over here thinking like,
hell, that's
lobster-
easy, man. That's a 5-minute drive.
You don't
Lobster
dip those in
claw.
butter, though.
Yeah,
Lot
but you-
lizards.
Yeah, but you can't get lobster claws and lobster tail.
Oh God! You know what? Just you know what? Just
That's
got
across.
What the fuck are lobster
you know what? Just popped into my head
What?
when we were talking about lobsters
Shaving one side, sitting in front of the
And-
other, and waiting with a nice pickle.
and butter and like garlic butter.
Like amazing dinner.
No,
God, that does sound good.
Leonard Part 6.
Dear God, he's in jail.
Speaking of Cosby,
See? It's come full circle. And it's almost time for us to be done. Cosby got be putting Jello pudding in jail.
Everybody be
You
careful.
notice
The
a little
crop dusting
pudding, something
dog is in
else
the
in it.
room.
And now we're talking about surf and turf. And we get to Leonard Part 6.
I literally went to the the Golden Corral one time.
Yeah.
It was what was it, the meat night, but whatever, they had prime rib on the bar. Except to go get it, the chef had to cut it and give it to you.
Right.
There was a black man in front of me. He's real nice and real sweet, laughing, kind of joking around with everybody that was up there, and he goes, I hope y'all know you ain't getting anything after me, buddy. He was saying that, keys around, he walked up there and he goes, guy goes, what do you want? He goes, how about medium rare? He goes, like, I got it right here, and he cuts it off, cuts him off a little slice like everybody gets.
No.
He goes, nigga, that ain't nothing but teasing my lips. And the guy goes, "Excuse me?" And he goes, "Just give me the whole damn thing." I can't do that, sir. And he stood up there for half an hour arguing with the guy. I said, "Dude, by the time you come back, as long as you've been arguing, you could have had 3 or 4 pieces by now."
Right.
But he literally stood up there for a half an hour arguing with the guy about trying to get the whole prime rib. I paid my $8. I want my prime rib.
Right. But that's the thing, though. It's like,
Uh-oh. I think I can
okay, give me 3 slices of
I'll tell
prime
you
rib. Go sit down, eat it, come back, get you 3 or 4 more slices. Mm-hmm. I'd be okay with that.
See, the internet lies because I typed in buffet near me with crab legs.
Yeah.
And that one place, the Chinese buffet or the Chinese place, Great Wall, popped up and was like, they don't have crab legs.
They do once in a while.
That's like saying it
Not
still
the one
says
like the one in Anderson used to. The one,
I
yeah.
don't know.
it still says the Great Wall over here, or not Great Wall, but King's Buffet or whatever in Muncie. That place has been closed forever. That was the one place I would love to go.
It's been closed for a month.
No, longer than a
Yeah.
month. Like
That's
it was
the one-
closed last year.
Yeah, that was the one down by the Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was seriously freaked out some kids there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because like, okay, I went there with my pops because my dad and I would go to Harbor Freight Tools, and
Like-
we would.
For every just drop like it's just like me. Like oh they have a sale. Let's go see what's coming out.
He wanted to pick up something. I'm like, yeah, I'll go along, Dad. And he's like, well, we'll have a Chinese buffet afterwards. Like okay, so we go in there, and I
Even
think
better.
Of course, this was back when
They were open.
when my wife and I were first dating, because she has like a thumb ring that she can like. She has like a nervous habit, so when I noticed her nervous habit, I picked up a ring she could wear on her thumb, that the centerpieces of it would spin, right
On her thumb.
on her thumb, right? Because she
Woody
would.
is now giggling.
Because she would sit there and like use her forefinger or whatever. And,
It's the first fidget spinner, pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I bought that for her, and but we were there, and these little kids were like at the buffet, and they were like taking their forks, and they were like kind of like pushing on the little octopi, right? Because they'd have
Baby
like the
Cthulhu's is what I call them.
the what?
Baby Cthulhu's.
Oh, well, they had like a little tray of them, right? And they were like, they gutted them so there wasn't anything like crunchy or whatever. And they're all cooked up, and their tentacles are all like curled up and like kind of crazy looking. Like they look like a whole bunch of like wacky wall walkers like on a tray. And they're like poking at them, like, why don't you guys try one of those? And they're like, no, ew. So I picked one up. No, I put it like body first into my mouth, right? So like the tentacles were sticking out of my mouth. Right, and they're like looking at me, and then I took my tongue and I spun it. So like the tentacles were like spinning in like a big circle, like back and forth, right? It was like spinning like clockwise, counterclockwise, like real fast. And they're like, they look at me and they get this like look on their face like they're mortified, right? Then I suck it in, I chew it up, and I swallow it. I'm like, oh man, that's delicious. And they like seriously, they like screeched and
The
like
life
ran off to their parents or whatever. And I was like,
no.
yes, mission accomplished.
They will never eat Chinese again.
I just freaked out a couple little kids. That is awesome.
Next time Kylie's over here, I've got to get her on the air to tell the Chinese food story. It's hilariously funny, but only she can do it justice.
Chinese food, may I help you?
It was so funny. God,
You good now?
I don't know. She may not remember, man. It was probably 12
You
years
wanna throw
ago.
that over there for me, Woody?
But she was maybe 10. So it might have been 13 years ago.
Oh dang! But yeah, that was
That
was
put her-
pretty funny.
It put her off Chinese food for a while.
Yeah, yeah. I will say though that like Heather and I had the little one, right? Toots, and
Toot, toot.
and we haven't found anything so far that she won't eat. right? It's like,
Every time you call her that, I go to like, Damon Wayans. What was the Major Pain?
Yeah.
Toot,
chugga, 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 chugga. Toot, toot. But,
The little train that could.
yeah.
And he kept saying, I can't feel my legs. And he was kicking with his legs.
His little nubs were kicking.
Okay.
But, no, we actually, we stopped at Panda Express because the wife and I, we love Chinese. And
That does not do Chinese food justice because there's not enough of it.
Right. And because one of my daughters is just like, God, Chinese. And so whenever we're out, just the two of us, we'll go to a Chinese restaurant or whatever. So I'm like, okay, let's go to Panda Express. And so we go. And Toots is at the point in time where she just kind of like, just kind of like points and grunts. Right?
Like my dad at dinner table.
Like me when I'm drunk.
So she sounds like Master P.
Right. Na. So like, okay, I'll give you some sweet and sour here. There you go. And she's like, she gets that look on her face like she doesn't quite know. Then she's like, and she looks at me as like, more. Yeah, like right. It's like, okay, Master Blaster, give me a second.
Who runs Bada Town?
Who runs Panda Express? But
Quick, put her in Thunderdome.
right, it's like, but that's good though because hopefully, it's almost time for us to go, isn't it?
We have one more break, then we'll come back.
Oh man,
Here in a couple minutes.
What's
we got about a minute.
What is the what is it? Hong Kong Fooey's there on Broadway and
Number one super guy.
Well, no, it's the Chinese place right there at
I don't know what place-
Hartman Road and
No, that's Kung Fu Cafe.
Kung Fu
I was
Cafe.
like, Hong Kong Foo is like number one super guy?
Sorry.
Like, really?
Right.
The guy I used to work with at the state, Riley, he was 60 years old and he called it Hong Kong Fooey's. But I knew what he meant, so we went there. I never went there, so we went there on lunch one time, man. That is a good place to eat.
Yeah, I go there every once in a while on the way home from work. It's not too shabby.
But you can never tell when the bastards are open because there's nobody there. Even the employees don't park there. They park
It's
out
like
in
Yips.
the old marsh.
Like Yips next to
Hoosier Girls?
Hoosier Girls.
yeah, here, drink that one.
Never know.
No, they're only open for carry out now.
Right?
The bastards.
The whole building, they have carry out.
That story, Bobby went there when he was like 5 years old. We were with my mom and dad and everybody. We went out to eat. The whole family was there.
Hey, watch Hoosier Girls.
And no. Bobby went in there and she's like, what can I do for you? And he goes, I want rat on a stick. I was like, my mom was completely mortified. I'm under the table. Libby is sticking me with a fork to get me to come back up because I just can't. Because I know the look I'm going to get from my mother is going to kill me.
We have to drive. You live here.
I know.
That is a story
I'm
that
trying.
you just got to hear from Libby because I was underneath the table. My mom was so mortified. And then that nice lady, she got a hell of a tip because she goes, okay, I get you right on stick. I was like, oh, I'm going to hell.
I don't know. It's still not better than maybe they closed the Nike factory for today.
Yeah, Kylie and I are still not allowed to watch the Olympics together.
All right, we'll be back, and then we'll come back and close out the show. This is the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio. Whoo, got to pay the bills.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
So we're talking about licking stuff and putting it back in.
It works for the wife.
And again, wow. Wow. So who wants prime rib?
I do.
Who wants some crab? Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
here.
I'll pass on crabs.
A little lobster, like a nice big lobster tail and some lobster craws.
And some butter.
I think you should preface it by saying, "Who wants crab legs?
Crab
Yeah,
legs.
There you go.
Who wants crabs?"
Again, it's a 5-minute drive down to the truck stop. Although right now, out of all the things that are traveling around the city, crabs is the
are not-
least.
Crabs aren't one of them. Well, they
Crabs
probably
are the least
are.
worrisome because I mean, it's like somebody's like, "I brought home crabs." Okay, you can treat that shit.
They'll quinine.
I brought
load
home bed bugs. Firebomb the house, move, rebuild.
it, burn it down.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
some nasty shit. They just Marion County Courthouse got infested with bed bugs. They closed it down.
Yikes!
St. Vincent's and Anderson got pictures of the furniture they took them. Their bed bugs were crawling all over it.
And that is why I don't like going to other places.
I mean, you would think the last place that would be dirty enough to have bed bugs, and it's not even dirty,
a hospital.
really, is a hospital because they clean things daily.
But you've got enough people in and out.
Yeah, that's
Right.
in and out because if
It's
they
gonna
come in on
happen.
you, they're going to go on you. Well,
every time I took not a vacation. Every time I went to go anywhere for work, I would come home and immediately put my everything in a dryer.
Yeah, you have to. But
Like,
the
even
bad
if
thing
I
is,
washed it beforehand,
you know,
I would come home, put everything in a dryer.
With
Like,
my job-
max heat.
you know, with my job, we had a guy come in and a health inspector basically come in and said, "You guys are the worst ones that could possibly get it because Anderson is 80 to 85% infected with bed bugs because you can't kill them.
Firebomb.
You can drive them away, they'll come back."
We seen it in what was the movie Outbreak. They could totally take care of that situation.
Oh yeah, with the mall.
Well, yeah,
the
you
mother.
purify with fire. Yeah.
Right? We'll just fire from the sky. We'll just take care of that whole thing. We can rebuild.
Drop a
And-
small nuke.
Yeah, and basically
We
the only
can
thing that
rebuild.
kills them is heat.
In a couple thousand years, you can rebuild.
Yeah,
Just start burning everything down.
I mean, you talking about a plague or something? That's going to lead the way.
I need,
Laid, drunk,
What?
$1 million. I put the top 3 everybody usually needs.
A Cheshire cat?
A fix.
no, I need one of these for the cat.
Oh, there you go. We went the totally wrong way. So, but yeah, I mean, it's scary out there right now, man. Especially in my job. I want to come home every day and just bathe in like lemon oil, lemon seed oil, or
And
whatever.
fire?
Bleach
And bleach. It's like,
And fire?
and ammonia.
like I literally leave my work boots out on the front porch
Like I'll just
just in case.
step on fire.
Because what they
It's
said,
like,
the scary thing
yeah,
about it
well,
is 90% of them are transferred by anybody?
feet.
Your feet, your boots, your shoes. Not your clothes, not your jeans, not anything. Of course, they'll get on them, but on your boots.
By your dirty butthole.
Yeah, because you could walk between your house and a dirty house. Hello. So yeah, that's depressing.
Right.
You're welcome.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Everybody's gonna go home and take a shower. Ah!
I can't get clean.
Like,
I mean, right now, somebody
they're
like-
going down to turning like their
The thermostat's up.
the hot water heater thermostat all the way to maximum.
Well, somebody
It's like,
studied.
burn it with.
Somebody studied 120 degrees, 4 hours kills them. But you've got to keep the room or whatever you're treating at 120 degrees. That's hot. Yeah. So these companies that come in with these big industrial heaters, plug them into your window and just pump the room full of heat.
I say that's like state plating or saber coating back in the day.
Yeah, just,
Right?
Dear God in heaven, kill me. That's like walking on the catwalk. I'm good. I'm working here. Woohoo! We can do this. Somebody gets Libby could go into a 120 degree room. She's my little lizard. Just kick back. Ah, I'm finally warm.
Yeah, my wife would be the same. Like, oh, it's nice in here. This is comfortable. I'm cold everywhere else. This is really nice.
That's because it's
Yeah.
a dry heat.
You're like, this is nice. Like I'm.
I couldn't even
totally do
imagine
this.
walking into a 120 degree room. It's like, dear God,
Jump
heaven.
on it. Jump on it. Jump on it.
My feet would start sliding across the floor because they're melting.
I say
Like,
that's
I-
a good attic on a 90-degree day.
Oh, I bet.
I am
bet.
sweating from my anus.
That's-
this is
that's-
too hot.
That's what Woody goes, really? We got bed bugs? I'm good. I'll just go over to an attic for an hour. Oh, that's cheating.
I literally have sweat dripping off of my taint. This is not a good temperature for me.
What's a taint?
Taint this and taint that.
It's a little patch of skin between your balls and your asshole.
Oh, and he ruins it for everybody. Everybody's wondering, what's a taint? Tune in next week, we'll tell you.
Thanks, Picasso.
On that note,
We cannot end the show on the word taint.
Taint.
So, I guess we are, because it's better than bed bugs.
Taint.
And taint bed bugs. There you go.
Taint. Well, there's also a band called Tainted.
Yeah, that's right.
right,
Taint.
and I was actually
It's spelled the same with a D.
Michael Fields. Yeah,
and I was
buddy.
literally right behind Jack when I was dropping stuff off at
Yeah.
at the post office.
The Fields brothers and
Jack.
some other guys, and they play
Yeah.
some pretty good music.
Yeah, they do.
He was
they're harder
rocking
stuff.
his tainted shirt.
They're on break right now.
They definitely hard rock. It's not
It's not for the weak-willed.
It ain't no
Right.
country.
right.
It's tainted music.
But along those lines of not for the weak-willed, I think we have some Pantera, Black Label Society, and Metallica coming up. We are on our way out. It is after 10 o'clock. We are done.
Taint.
We will see you guys
Shut his
later.
microphone off.
Same bat time.
go wash my taint.
Same bat time. Same bat channel.
See you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.